Ah. 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 Oh shoot! I see the ding too. I see it too. I saw something popped up on my TV back there too. Who all in here? Who all in here? Justin, how you doing, sir? Cheese B Wayne, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Mic check. Y'all can hear me. Jody Joe, going on, Jack? Sean Terrence, what's up, brother? Coach's desk, what it do, coach? What's going on? Corey Pollard. I was sitting here the whole time too, Corey. I be trying to tell y'all. Y'all be waiting, but I be sitting here most of the time. Just be looking. I ain't the one that's late today. It's the other two that's late. That's really late today. Hey, what's going on, brother? Beto Bow. I have no idea what you're talking about, but welcome to the show. Dollar Dez, what's going on? Yegan Lewis. Joe. Hey, Joe, I think you were the first one in here today, too. You checked in on the weekend wrap up first. Was it Joel or was it Sean? Sean, my bad, Joe. You gotta get them blocks a little faster. My bad. TBPhD, what's going on, brother? What is the deal? Yegan. What's going on? Shalom Atkins, salute. Good day, sir. Who else in here? Everything is everything for the culture. What's going on? What's going on for the culture? You know I love boy, y'all. Who y'all for? Know I love y'all. Everything is everything. We're gonna get into that today. We're gonna get into that too. Dolores Francis, what is going on? Edward, not yet. If I had $2 million, though, I'd be dancing for y'all right now for sure. Mad scientist, what's going on? Candace, Molly Wood, what's the deal? What's the deal? What it do? I'm trying to tell you, like I slaughtered your name like I slaughtered everybody else's name. All right, y'all. So we're just waiting on the other two to join in. Elmore, what's going on? What's going on? See, it was kind of weird. Well, take that back. Take that back. Take that back. I was about to say it was kind of weird because we didn't have any track meets this past weekend. But we actually did have two track meets that I know of. Yeah, we had two of them this weekend. We had hey mama, we had the Cubunin. Wow, I said the Cubunin. The Cubano kid went 19.6. It don't matter because from what I've understood that he's in the process of switching countries, so his 19.6 is pretty irrelevant. But it looked a pretty dude though. I ain't gonna lie, it looked really good to me. You know, good little bit of knee ass. And then Paul put on the meet this weekend. Y'all, I'm be honest with y'all. Y'all know how I like the trap house. The trap house, we boom that thing. We try and make sure we don't have number A1 Yola in the trap house. That's what we do. When people can't get the track meets, they know. Come on. Blue Magic. Come on out here to the trap house. Okay. Yeah, I felt bad. If you was in the trap house, it was the first time that I shut the trap house down. The feds didn't even come in and shut us down. I shut it down. I was like, look up, bro, I'm be honest with you. You know, we tend to like have that A1 in the trap house, and this ain't it. I don't know. Hey, I love Paul. First of all, I'm not talking about that. But I don't know if y'all seen that meet or tried to watch on ESPN3. Boy, it looked, man, I can tell you like this here. I know D-Boy is down the street who's shooting their music videos, and their quality and sound was 10 times better than what we had at the American Track League track meet in Atlanta this past weekend. It was just bad. It was just bad. It was sad, actually. It was sad. But I just want to get it off my chest. It was two track meets this weekend, but apparently nobody cared about those two track meets. Okay. So, hold on one second. Y'all, hold on one second. I gotta get my book. Stuff. I needed this for the day. I needed this for the day. I needed this for the day. I'm calling you on the thing today. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and jump into this before they come on here. They're gonna come on here right on time for us to debate about this. $2 million. $2 million. $2 million. $2 million. $2 million. Now let's press rewind for a second. All right. Let's press rewind for a second. Before the other two come on the show too, start messing with me. I distinctively remember on one of these raise take shows, I said, Abby ain't getting nothing less than $1 million. Y'all can bet your bottom dollar on that. You can take that to the bank. She's not getting anything less than $1 million. Trust me on this, people. And I also remember telling y'all nobody was going to be able to move until she made her move first. I feel like I said something like that because you know, everybody, we all on the, everybody, they need their contracts and this and that, you know what I'm saying, which these people do and they're gonna get. But I could have sworn I told y'all. I could have sworn I said nobody's gonna be able to move until Abby Steiner makes her decision because Abby Steiner is going to be worth millions of dollars. And I said, here's why. I said 100 meters, 200 meters, 48 split, and white. She's getting, I ain't saying I knew it over $1 million. I ain't gonna give it $2 million, but $2 million. I'm gonna say it again. Reportedly, $2 million spread out over 4 years, it's $500,000, which means every paycheck she's gonna get $125,000. That's a beautiful day, baby. That's a beautiful day. I'm happy for her. Man, I just said it out loud. Boy, I had to think about it. Boy, Abby don't stuff that. God. Reportedly, now, of course, it's reportedly what they told me. They told me $2 million spread out over 4 years. I said, God damn. Here's why, people. Here's why. The girl broke every 200 thing there was. If it was a 200, except for the world record, of course, in America, because coincidentally, American record is the world record. But anyway, outside of that, collegiately, she broke everything. She broke it all. She broke all the 200s. Then she came in there. She went sub 11 in the 100. She went and did 48. She's pretty much damn unbeatable. And she's white. Now, I know what y'all think. What y'all thinking is a racial thing, a racial thing. It's not a racial thing, people. It's not that. When you hear, even when I'm saying it, it's because she's white. No. I'm not saying it racially. I'm saying business-wise, she's an anomaly. She's an anomaly. Think about it. She's like an attraction that, like, if you're at Six Flags or whatever, she's the Batman ride. She's an attraction. It's just, but why is she an attraction? Because you've never heard of no white girl being over here doing this type of stuff in sprints. So it don't matter. Like, it's not literally because she's white, it's because she's white. Like, y'all get what I'm trying to say is she's white. Like, you want to, like, that's gonna sell. Like, that's going to sell. Like, wait, who? White girl could do what? $2 million. I'm sorry, like, give her $2 million. Give her $2 million. Give it. I told y'all when she had her own day, when Kentucky gave her her own day, I said, y'all go hang it up. Y'all go hang it up. Y'all go and get ready. She finna get bread up. Bread up. B-R-E. All right. Okay. Do I think she worth $2 million? You damn Skippy, I think she worth $2 million. From the business side and the track side. Hell yeah, she worth $2 million. Kidding me? What? If they had told me she got 8, I'd have been like, that sound about reasonable. Shoot. If they'd have been like 10, oh, goddamn, hold on now. But they'd have been like, Abby Steiner signed for $8 million. Give him for who she is and what she's worth. And all everything considered, I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like $2 million is the lower end. I'll be honest with you, I feel like $2 million is the low end. I'm just keeping 100. I feel like $2 million is the low end. She should have got at least 8, bare minimum 8. And I know what everybody thinking. Everybody like, but what? She ain't did nothing. That's Duh. How many of them football boys and them basketball boys come across that stage out of college and ain't did nothing and they putting them hats on and shit for millions of dollars? We want to do the same thing in track and field. We tired of this. You got to get some milk. No, hell no. You didn't do that to nobody no other sport. You didn't do it to them football boys. You didn't do it to them basketball boys. You didn't do it to them baseball boys. You gave all them boys their money, and women, respectfully. You gave all them boys their money before they even did anything. If they bust, it don't matter. They got their money. So if she got her 2-3 million before she touched the track, kudos to you, Jack. You are the new anomaly. Damn it, everybody needs to do the same thing. It's a business. Yeah. See, she don't won. She don't won. She don't 2 million. I don't want Jack. Man, look, $2 million. I'm be honest with you, Jack. I'll be honest with you. I'll just be 100% honest with you. I'll be 1,000% honest with you. I'll be honest, because y'all know it's raise tape. It's raise tape. So, I try to be honest all the time with y'all. I try to be honest all the time with y'all. If them folks don't gave me $2 million, I'm being honest with you. If them folks don't gave me $2 million with no reduction, spread out over 4 years. Them folks don't gave me $2 million. Yeah, man, I might not even get no metal elbow. I'll be honest with you. Ray Edwards, boy, I probably never get no metal at that point, man. But what, you don't give me $2 million. But man, you don't give me $2 million, Jack. What you give me? What the hell I'm gonna do with this? Man, boy, stop. You insulting my intelligence now. I don't want that no more. Well, $2 million? $2 million. $2 million? $2 million is a lot of money if you have the right people around you. $2 million means I can only spend $1 million because the other $1 million finna get flipped. What? Run for a medal? Bro, y'all be lucky to see me run that week. I'm just playing with y'all. I had to run. I'd still run, but I'm just saying, like, don't be surprised if it was like, if I hit Xavier Carter and I just completely fall off. Like, man, I done bought me some more land, man. Them folks gave me $2 million. Oh, what am I supposed to do now? That was the whole point. Shoot, man. Unless y'all gonna give me something else. Unless, like, once I get in here, this $2 million gonna turn to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna give me some more millions? At that point, I just look at it like, right now I'm just being real with y'all. So you don't give me $2 million and my medal ain't worth with 30,000. It's a good chance I might not be as motivated no more. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, you really gave me $2 million. First place is 60 grand at the World Championship. I may not be as motivated no more. Do you know what 60 grand is? I got 2 million, bro. I want that. I don't want that. I want that at all. That's wasting my time. I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to do that. With all that being said, it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see how her career plays out from this point. Because let's just be honest. She's amazing. She gets any better than where she's at now, she's breaking records. I'd invest $2 million into that. If I'm looking at the graph, like, wait a minute. If I'm looking at the graph and the only place you got to go is you still got some room to go up. And if you do anything faster than what you're doing, you about to, excuse me, you about to be potentially the fastest woman in America. And you white, I bet $2 million on it. I didn't bet $2 million on it. Come on, boy. I'm going to back out of that. Back out of that. Now, what does this mean for everybody else? No, not at jail. What's this mean for everybody else? Coach and Colin, they coming on later. I came on a little early. Here's what this means for everybody else. One, you can get you some money now because the people who are all saving their budgets and making sure they had enough money to get on, get on the bandwagon and try and get her, the people that lost her, Well, the people that lost her or lost and didn't get her, they got some money to play with now. They got some money to play with now. So since they got some money to play with now, some of these athletes, you should be seeing some athletes who are unsigned get signed here very, very soon, very quickly. Now, I know I've been doing my research, doing my digging, talking to people, about these contracts and this money and stuff like that and yada, yada, yada. And because I had to, because first of all, I had to make phone calls. And y'all know I don't never do this. I don't never do this. But when I woke up into $2 million, boy, I said, oh, hell no. Hey, now I know I don't never, but they gave her $2 million for real. $2 million. What? That's what they told me. Damn, I don't believe it. Now I gotta get on the phone. Damn that. I gotta hear it verbally from somebody who's up in there. I need to hear it verbally from somebody, it's a source that I know can't lie to me. Hey. They say they gave two. Damn. What? Oh. Damn, okay. Damn, all right. Cool. Yeah. Wow. Now, here's what's weird, okay? Abby Steiner released a statement. If you haven't seen it, it's on my Twitter and her Twitter. And on this statement, she pretty much, I'm gonna paraphrase it, pretty much was like, I'm just gonna read it. I'm just gonna read it. I'm just gonna read her statement. Do 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 do. But y'all folk on my Twitter wall y'all be arguing about the weirdest stuff. Okay. I have been subjected to a few different social media narratives this year. Here's my problem. Start out right there. Okay. Start out right there. Because somewhere in the minds of these athletes, this created narrative is a thing now that they're using. Yeah, it made my head hurt. It made my head hurt because here's why. You want us, by us, I mean everybody, y'all included. I'm talking to athletes now. I'm talking to everybody. Really, I'm talking to athletes. You want us to help uplift the sport. You want us to try and get more money and stuff into the sport. You want us to change the sport. But then you don't talk to us. So when you don't talk to us, we have to create what? A narrative. Literally, we have to create a narrative based on what we think is possible. So then when you come out with these type of statements like, don't be trying to create false narratives. Okay, well, how about you open up like every other sport and talk to us then? We would have to create any type of narrative. That's just my personal opinion on that. So, going a little further. Just because I don't speak on it doesn't mean I don't see it. I worked very hard on my mental health with the sport of track and field, and I'm proud of the progress I've made. However, people trying to leak my deal and contract have been some of the most invasive and bothersome narratives I've seen. Why? This information is between my sponsor and me. Why? Any source outside of that is simply speculation. Unless they leaked it, then it ain't speculation. And apparently, if you didn't tell it, then how? Well, anyway, y'all gonna have to learn how track and field works. As a reporter, it's your job to fact check. She's right. She's actually right. As a consumer of news on social media, it's also your responsibility to fact check. She's correct. That's why I was on the phone, Jack. Oh, bomb, got it. It is common knowledge that contracts are not public. She's correct. But where I think she's misunderstanding is that nobody is asking for any of people's contracts to be public because you can't publicize a contract, but you can disclose information like how much it's worth. They do it all the time. Any reporter should know this, and reporting otherwise is extremely harmful in a time period of life that is already stressful. I want that stress. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Listen, I'm telling y'all, people, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I want the man, look, I don't run no more, but if it's any company, anybody that want to put that stress on me, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm truly okay with the stress of people fighting to give me millions. I promise you. When I tell you, I can take it. I can take all the stress. It will. Fighting to give me $2 million is not gonna be stressful at all, Jack. Look, you don't even stressful, man. What stressful? It's a stressful time for me and my family. Wait a minute, I don't want every damn thing there is to win that you can think of. I know they're gonna give me the money, and it's a stressful time for me and my what? I'm so lost. I'm so confused. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just being 100. I'm being raped. Like I'm so confused. Like, how is that stressful? You must don't know what stress really is. That might be that privilege again, because you must don't know what stress is. I promise you. I can assure you. Now I'm gonna get outside, raise take for 1 second. Say this: you go to any one of them other girls on that track that got that skin color and put $2 million in their face and see if they see you the word stressful. I promise you that you won't even see this type of statement. What? One of us? 2 million? Oh, they finally told the truth. I came out of our habit like that. Hey, they finally told the truth. That's right. 2 million. Jack, man, I don't understand it. But anyway, please keep in mind that athletes are human. We are worth more than being used in attempts to gain social media likes. That part. We got to get off of that as athletes. Everybody isn't doing this for likes, okay? And I'm gonna just tell you, as an actual YouTuber or whatever, the money y'all think we making is not the connect nothing. So y'all talking about some getting these likes, bro. I can tell y'all right now, 100,000 like video ain't worth nothing but $30 or $40. Ain't nobody making no money off y'all. Ain't nobody making no money off y'all. Trust me. Like, I know the YouTube numbers. I know the link. Ain't nobody making money off y'all. So let's just kind of slow that one down. A simple DM to me could have prevented false narratives in our track community. I'm going to disagree with that, and I'm going to call you out, Abby, because I done DM'd you before. Leave it at that. As reporters, former athletes, and coaches who should understand the pressures athletes face, I urge you to be mindful of this for the next athlete. What are we really saying in this tweet is what I was trying to figure out. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So here's the thing I got to say. And then I'm going to let the other people in here so we can finish talking. Two issues I have with that is, one, you should not be afraid to tell people what you made. It's going to help regardless. You should not be afraid. What are you afraid of? Okay. That's the first thing. Second thing is, we all got to work together. It's a social media driven world now. So when athletes are saying stuff like that, excuse me, what was it? It is your job to fact check. As a consumer of news on social media, it's also responsibility to fact check. We're in a social media driven world, so you guys just have to actually start to engage. You don't have to. That's the difference between track and field and every other sport. They actually have to engage with the media. Track and field doesn't actually have media at all. The biggest media out we have is Flow Track. So let's just keep it 100. We don't actually have a media outlet. So what a lot of social media people are able to do now is create media outlets for you guys. So how about you work with them and actually, do like y'all do when y'all come on Raise Take. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do that. We got so much to talk about today. Coach,
Yo, what's up, man?
I know you're tired. Been a long weekend.
What? Long 5 days, man.
And you
Long
just got
five
a flight.
days. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
And
But
you just got the flight like 2 hours ago, didn't you?
no, I got probably about an hour ago. Something like yeah, the plane
Hmm.
was delayed, man. So it's all good.
I told you one of the hardest working men we got in track and field. One of the hardest. Telling you, I be trying to tell folks, man, shoot, man, me and you, we like Jay-Z and P. Diddy without the bank account. Same amount of workload. I'm trying to tell folks, man, same amount of workload.
Right.
Hey, they just got different bank accounts. That's all. Well, we'll appreciate you for being able to hop on, so we can still talk to these people real fast. But you already know what we've been talking about, what we've been in. So this Abbott contract, we know you're a huge Abbott Steiner fan anyway. So
Big Abby Steiner fan.
what's your take on these $2 million?
Okay. Allegedly,
Reportedly, in
right.
Abby's defense on her tweet, we'll use that word now. Reportedly, her $2 million.
Right. Reportedly, if that's her contract, um, I'm gonna say the same thing that I said about Sha'carri. She earned it. She earned every dime of it. Um, she rewrote the record books in the 200, both indoor and outdoor. She was able to maintain that in Puma, which is smart. And I like the fact that these kids are going to different companies, not getting caught up in what we are acclimated to, because we always see Nike and Adidas, but they'll understand that there are different companies that's willing to throw the bank at you. But as for the contract, man, she made that. If that's actually true, and she got 2.2 million, because I heard different numbers. If she allegedly got 2.2 million, man, I'm not hating. I want the number out there because now it raises the bar for the sport. You understand what I'm saying? Like it raises the bar for the sport. Um, it helps other people who come up after them get money. It's gonna help a Randolph Ross. It's gonna help a Joseph Fambile. It's gonna help an Aaliyah Armstrong. It's gonna help people say, okay, they got this money. I put up these times. I set these records. Okay, we got to reshape the marketplace. It's kind of like the NFL. Every time Pat Mahomes get a raise, the next quarterback behind him, he has to reset the market.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we want. We want the athletes to reset the market so they don't have to go through what you went through and other people went through who had financial deals. You know what I'm saying? And it makes it more it makes the sport more appealing. And I think we will be able to keep more of our top athletes within the sport without them doing what Marvin Bracey had to do: go play with football. Him and Jeff Demps go jump in football for a couple of years and come back. It can keep us here, and it gives us a legitimate. It turns us into a legitimate sport. Well, that's the first step because other things that need to be legitimized. And I know you working on some stuff, so I'm here for it. Um, so we need that information. We need all of that, man.
Okay, so today was the first day in my whole, I'd say, 2 years of race tape to where I actually didn't wait for the phone to ring. I actually did reporting information. I never do that. But I was so intrigued by this $2 million. I had to get on
Mm-hmm.
the phone. I had to text people. I had to get on the phone with some friends. I said, y'all gotta let me know what's going on. And
Right.
then I had to get on the phone with some other people. Coach, everything you said sounds perfectly how it should be. But I've been
Right.
informed that it's the complete opposite.
Mm.
I've been informed that this is not going to help any athletes going forward.
Wow.
I've been
Wow.
informed that this is going to actually hurt. Because I was on the bandwagon like you, like that's what I'm talking about. Now, if you get the 2 million, boom. Now the next person, now y'all start to raise the bar up with the workmanship. And it's like, no, Ray, no, that's not gonna happen. And so, I'm on the phone talking to people. Here's the problem that her $2 million just caused. She raised the bar without raising the minimum wage. And what I mean by that is the amount of money that these shoe companies have, their budget didn't raise. She raised up the bar of money for athletes to now to start asking for, but the minimum wage did not raise. It's all these companies got the same budget they've been having. So what's going to happen now is, since they don't give her 2 million, somebody like a Fambule is worth, guess what? I'm worth at least $1 million. Right. But we can't give you that. Why? Because we actually tapped out our whole budget for the next 4 years because she took 2 million for 4 years. You see what I'm saying? Okay, and now when you think about the athletes, just go with a Puma. Andre DeGrasse is on a Puma contract. Do you know that ain't small? You already know it ain't small. You can switch companies. Go to like a New Balance. Trayvon, that contract ain't small. See it, that contract ain't small. Gavin, that contract ain't small. These contracts have been locked up for the next 3-4 years. Okay.
Right.
You look at like, and this is what also was told to me today. Reportedly, that Nike was neck and neck with Puma. Allegedly, Nike lost the battle due to their reduction clauses. Okay.
Every time.
Yep. So,
every time.
Nike lost the battle due to their reduction clauses. But now here's what I also found out today, reportedly. I love this reportedly stuff. That money got freed up. So I'm on the phone like, okay, well, shoot, that means Nike got a lot of money to get ready to pay some people. No, they don't. Well, what you mean? Because they already had a backup plan for 2 other athletes. Oh, enlighten me, you know? Now, I ain't gonna drop the bomb on Ray Take, you know, I don't think that I'm not gonna do that part. But what I am gonna do is tell you this right here. Not a single one of those athletes is a sprinter. Let me let that sink in for a minute. I'm gonna give it to y'all again, real raw. Allegedly, from my reporting today, they lost the battle to get Steiner. Okay, so they got money freed up, right? Their backup plan was already set in place for who they was gonna go after if they couldn't get hurt. Sprinter ain't even one of them. I'm gonna say it again. A sprinter ain't even one of them. And that got me thinking. So that's when I got on the phone with somebody else. I had to do some more research. I'm on the phone with them about an hour and a half. I say, just run me some numbers. Run me some of the average contract numbers.
Right.
Do you know that doing my little picking and choosing today, I found out that sprinters make the least amount of money out of everybody in the sport?
Oh yeah, the distance community
when I thought
makes the most.
I thought it was the here's my thing. I knew the distance runners make the most. Okay, there was never a question of that. My thing was I did not know that you could be a distant runner who don't even make it out like the first round or make it to USA period, and your contract is bigger than people who are sprinters making teams.
Right, you didn't know that. You really didn't.
Listen,
know that,
Jack. I made money, so I ain't know about the struggles. My Nike contract was not to be played with, so I didn't know. Right. But today they was like, "Oh yeah, no, Ray, shoot, that ain't even happen that way." I said, "Damn, son, damn." So sum it all up. I agree with you 100%. Abby, I said they got Abby for cheap. I'm young, if like I said before you came over here, they had said Abby Steiner got $8 million, I'd have been like, let me check it. If they had said, if it's real, I'd have been like, shit, I ain't surprised, she worth it. Like she worth it. She worth every single penny of it. That's the thing. Like you cannot argue with what they gave her because no matter what they gave her, she's worth it. Like you worth it. If they had said, we've been to get the biggest contract ever, we're announcing it. $30 million over the next 10 years. Would have been like, well, shit. All right. Like you got almost accepted, because of what she's done. Right. Now, I think I'll say it like this here. It's going to affect a lot of athletes going further because I also found out today that Nike is no longer doing their famous rollover bonuses. They're not doing that anymore either. There's no more.
Wait, they pulled that out completely?
They pulled out the famous rollover bonus. So There is no more rollover. What you get is what you get now. There's no more rollover bonus. There's bonuses. There's bonuses, but there's no rollover bonuses. So
that's not
watch
good.
this. They kept reductions and cut out rollover bonuses. Nike ain't playing. Hey, I'm part of the. Hey, look, they know I love them. I'm part of the Nike mob, but I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. They let me talk, so I'm gonna keep talking. Yeah, man, them folks say, look here, we ain't getting y'all no more rollover. They say we tired of that shit. Every time y'all go and get these medals, we owe y'all another 60, 80, 100,000 on top of what we already get. They say no more of that. You can get a bonus, but they ain't rolled over to a new contract. Whatever you sign for, what you sign for, it ain't changing no more.
Oh, that's not good, bro. That's not good. They trying to get out the damn track business clearly. Because listen, I done see how happy a lot of y'all was with those rollovers, boy. Those rollovers came at the right time. Like, ooh, yes. And now you take away something that was one of the main allures to Nike, and everybody else got hip to it. But Nike's rollovers was completely different.
Hold on, because I seen somebody ask, what's the rollover? Okay, real quick. Here's what a rollover contract is. If you are making $100,000, your contract for 2022 says $100,000 with a rollover bonus. Your rollover bonus might say $60,000 for a gold medal, and say $40,000 for a silver medal. You go to the World Championships, you get a gold medal. Your next contract is no longer $100,000; it's $160,000. If you get a silver medal, that's 40 more. So you go from $100,000 contract to a $200,000 contract overnight. Now think about that, and a lot of these people who y'all done seen with Nike go to just championships because they just getting paid. And Nike like, nah, ain't that shit finna stop, Jack. Cause we ain't got no money to play with nobody no more. We ain't got no money to play. Cause we gotta wait to see what all y'all gonna do with the damn championship to see how y'all shit gonna roll over before we can have some money. They was like, nope, we ain't doing it no more. So I'm not mad at Nike for that. I'm really not mad at them because you can't, bro. How can you budget a company not knowing what you got to pay out? You have no clue until like October because you got to wait to see what people do. So by that time, you really can't get nobody like we'll say like an Avid Steiner, because you possibly could have the money in January, but you could possibly not have it because you don't know what your athlete's gonna do in a week. If they all do good, we broke. If they all do bad, we got money. So I'm a fan of them having to cut it out. Like, well, yeah, so you got if you plan on playing this ball game, you got to cut that shit out. 500,000 to mid distance person. I'm gonna go and let y'all in on it, doggone it. Reportedly, I heard that they were really interested in a half miler and a steeplechaser, believe it or not. The half miler, I could say the half miler, yeah, but damn. Oh, and we talking about $250,000 a year.
Wait, hold up. Somebody who's already running, or somebody coming out of college?
Coming out of college. Coming out of college.
Male, female. Just out of curiosity. Male. I won't say if I male.
Both males. Yeah.
There's only. I won't mention.
I tell y'all,
there's only two.
Yeah. I tell y'all, yeah, it's gonna blow your mind. You're gonna be like, what? And I'm gonna be like, bro, I didn't even shit.
Wow.
Hey, like, wow, like, okay. All right. You know, if that's what they want, if that's what they want to do with their money, man, that you can't stop them folks from spending money. But it makes sense though, because like we always say, like the average, person at home, they connect with running, not sprinting. So
damn.
Yeah.
Well, look, man. Hey, look, congrats to them. But let's be honest. Nike was built on the backs of distance runners.
Yeah. I think
Puma was built on the backs of sprinters. Pumas and Adidas was built on the backs of sprinters. If you think about all the legendary sprinters from yesteryear, they wore Adidas or they wore Puma. They were built. Those companies were built on the backs of sprinters. Nike was built on the backs of distance running and the big jog epidemic. I won't say epidemic, but the big jog fandom that Bill Bowerman created way back in the 60s, where people started going out jogging and it helped
Mm-hmm.
with certain things. So, it Nike was already geared towards a specific type of demographic,
Yep.
and you know, and it took off. Let's be honest, Nike was a fledgling company until this dude who was about 6'6", he played at the University of North Carolina, decided to burn Adidas
Mm-hmm.
and go with them, and boom, So
Yep.
hey,
Yep.
you know, we always got a hand in something, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Now, I did hear this though. I did hear this too with Nike. Although Nike's running out of money, they do have the power to go to Phil Knight. Okay. And in case y'all know who Phil Knight is Mr. Nike. Like he controls all of the billions and trillions and millions of dollars that Nike has. They can go to Phil and ask for money if they really wanted to. I found it out today too. That Nike has a budget, but they don't have a budget, which is what I always thought anyway. Like, man, how Nike track and field gonna have a little bitty baby budget, but the University of Oregon got so so I found out today they was like, Ray, they be playing y'all, bro. If they really need the money, if Nike track and field really need the money, all they got to do is go to Phil Knight and say, we really believe in this athlete, yada yada yada. We need a little more money, and he's not gonna turn it down. Well, none of my reports when they said that part about Knight. I'm just saying from me understanding who Phil Knight is, if they go to him, he's not gonna turn it down. Like I've studied the Knight family, like how much they give, like how much they charity, how much they do. So it's not out of the ordinary for like Nike track and field to go to that man and be like, hey, we need $100 more million. You got to tax write it off anyway. So I think it's more the fact that from what I'm understanding, what I'm learning today is the people that it's weird because you don't ever really hear about any mid distance or distance people complaining like sprinters. Like when you ever hear them tweeting all the time, unsigned, my struggle. Just think about it. Like middle distance and distance, you don't ever really. It always us. It always when we cross the finish line, we always boo-hooing like, oh, I can finally eat. I can get on the couch. Oh, I can finally put some gas in my car. And they cross the finish line, it just be like, oh, that's a good race.
They
It's okay. Like they
they
don't
keep
never have no worries.
they keep their stuff in house. I mean, not Nick. What's his name? The half miler that was up in Oregon. Uh, White dude, Nick. Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. Really good. Half miler. He
Oh, you talking about
made most.
Simmons? Nick.
Yeah, Nick. Yeah, Nick Simmons.
Yeah.
See, Nick Simmons was trying to battle being able to publicize his sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Nick saw something bigger. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Nick was like, look, I'm not about to be a captive of this shoe company where I can get many more outlets and I can live a better life. I can make more money. I can set myself up for generations to come. That's what Nick was fighting for. Nick wasn't fighting for anything. Nick was fighting for the stuff that really counted and the stuff that really mattered. So I give him a lot of credit. And that's the difference between us and them is that we're trying to live for right now when they're looking for they looking for something long term. And I hate to sound like that, but it's the truth, man. I mean, if anyone can say it, it should be us. So we'll
So
see
it's
what
funny you
happens.
mentioned Nick Simmons because Nick came up in the conversation I had today with some other people, because we always talk about outside sponsorship and stuff like that. So here's what I learned about today. Proposition 40. Okay.
Hmm.
Shout out to my sis Chaos for breaking this down to me. Proposition 40 pretty much says anything outside of an Olympic sponsor or is on the world accepted list cannot give you money. Read it again. Proposition 40. It's a rule. Okay.
Wow.
Anything outside of an Olympic sponsor, let's just start right there. Meaning, if your company ain't sponsoring the entire Olympics, you ain't in here. You can't bring your money and give it to no athletes. Okay.
Mm.
It also says if you're not on this world accepted list as a sponsor, you can't come in
Right.
here. So to make it make sense, if Papa John's Pizza is not an Olympic sponsor, because they're not, because you don't see the little rings on none of their stuff. If Papa John's Pizza is not an Olympic sponsor, Papa John's can't give you $1 million because Papa John's cannot talk about you in no commercials, nor can you talk about Papa John at any time. That's against Rule 40.
Wow.
I'm gonna let that sink in because that was broken. I wrote it down when she told me. I was like, what? And she's like, no, Ray, you didn't know that, did you? Like, no. Give it to me again. Like, yeah. If you're
But
not
it
uh,
explains a lot. It explains a lot. Damn.
yep.
Damn.
It's called
That got
proposition. It's Rule 40. It's Rule 40 under the IAAF, yada yada yadas. And this is factual. This is what they told me today. I was like, what? And then it's like, yeah, you cannot. You cannot unless they're on the team. Hold on. You know
that's
what?
bad. That's bad. That gotta change, man. And I think that's what's hurting. I think that's what's hurting a lot of the athletes, man. I mean, in this day and age, man, everyone's looking for a beautiful face or a handsome smile and someone with personality. You know what kind of doors can be opened. The most I see a lot of track athletes get, they get like beverage sponsorships, but they get like
Mm-hmm.
maybe free beverages and stuff like that. Like they sponsor certain types of water or body armor or whatever the case is, man. They can do, we could do so much better. And Nike, I know Nike is in fear that their logos are gonna get covered up. Dude, we all know who Nike athletes are. We know who you are. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? You just gotta make it. You just gotta make it to the point where, okay, let's say you make a deal. Here's a deal. If you got a guy that got four major sponsors outside their shoe companies, let them put like it's kind of like the logos that we put on the legs of the leg of our uniform. Just have the logo like right here, right there on each leg, and then you have the other logos maybe on the hip area. Then you go from there. So no one stuff get maybe he has logos on somebody else's stuff. Some of his other racing equipment or whatever. But yo, don't don't stifle the guys over some weird proposition because all the people over there in Monaco want to keep all the money and nobody else can get any of the damn dimes. You know what I'm saying? I told somebody this before. The minute we went over from the Golden League to the Diamond League, I knew
It
there was
was
gonna be
over
a
with.
problem. I knew it was gonna be a problem, bro. Because I don't care what anybody. If you ever sit down and you ever spoke to Linford Christie and all these other greats and Leroy Burrell, man, I sat down and I spoke to Leroy Burrell at the convention, man, and shout out to Leroy Burrell for getting the Auburn job.
Mm-hmm. War Eagle.
Um, he used to tell me, he said, dude, when we had the Golden League meet, nobody left that meet broke.
Mm-mm.
Nobody left that meet broke. You left for easy. You left for money in the car, money in gold bricks. You left for something. He said, since we went to the Diamond League, man, it's like, yo,
So
it's almost
so
like
you know,
it's
I
almost
did I
bad.
did Golden League from 2003 all the way to 2010 9 when they switched it up. After 2009 is when they switched it up. So everything you're saying is correct. Like,
Right.
yeah, even if you could go to Golden League and get last place in two events and still walk away with what a second place person would get today at a Diamond League meet. I know because I
Facts.
got last a lot of them years racing sophomore. But anyway. Hey man, I had to race Benoit, I had to race Capel, I had to race a sophomore. Bro, I'm always looking at what I'm finna get, man. If I go in the 100 and 200 get fifth in both, I done made me a good $8,000, man. I used to love the Golden League. I used to
Mm.
love the Golden League, man. That's shoot. I can tell you what used to be more exciting about the Golden League when you at a Golden League meet and you see somebody like Sonya double up on them, hit a 2 and a 4, and you like, ooh,
Mm.
she just got $30,000. Oh, and she the time bonus. That's another 20,000. Oh, and now she
Yeah.
broke the state on record. She finna walk out with $100,000 today.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So it is.
You,
Hey,
you, you,
go ahead. Because I
No,
got a
but you
question to
know,
ask you.
the. I think what they need to do, I think they need to cut back on the Diamond League meets. Because when I sit back and I think about the conversation that I had with when I had with Mike Powell many years ago, he said when it was the Golden Six, everybody got paid.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got paid. And it's kind of like we got all these domestic meets. Remember, there was so many domestic meets at the Bruce Jenner Classic, Modesto, Mount Stack. They had all these meets that all they did was they competed here locally, and they got sharp, and then they went overseas, and that's when they made their big money through the Golden Six. So I think if they chop out a couple of those meets, like, look, man, all those meets don't have to be in Europe. I mean, you want to keep Monaco, you want to keep Zurich, you want to keep Brussels, because I know those are the three biggest paid meets. You want to
Well,
have
but hold
one.
on though. Hold on though. I hate to interrupt you, but I want to interrupt you and ask you something though, because I'm still thinking about it.
Mhm.
We're complaining about Diamond League and all this stuff, yada yada yada. But we American complaining. I don't really hear nobody else complaining outside of us.
Maybe you need to send out a tweet to your European counterparts and see what they really feel. But
Well,
let's
do
also
you
be
think it
honest.
could be something that most countries, not a lot of them, but most countries give their athletes an actual stipend from the country?
There
And
you
that's
go.
why they don't care about the concerns of a diamond league or nothing like that, because they know no matter what, my country is going to give me $25,000 or whatever because I'm a professional athlete. Maybe that's why they don't complain. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I answered my own question. Sorry. Okay, you
Hey,
can continue.
no. Hey, you have officially shut the conversation down because you hit the nail on the head. I'm not coming behind that because you're 100% correct. You're 100% correct.
they,
So
they don't argue because they federations is like y'all are okay. Y'all are okay. Y'all are okay. Only over here. And you know what I'm starting? I ain't trying to turn to that person, but when you start narrowing it all the way down, it's like the only people who are really complaining, who have attained something is Black American sprinters. If you just want to go into that realm, I'm not going in that realm, but I'm just being a legitimate person. When I narrow it all the way down to it, it's like, who's complaining and why? Well, it ain't the distance people. I ain't a whole lot of other countries that I've been hearing complaining. I mean, a whole lot of people complaining look just like me, who run the same events I ran.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Trinidad got it bad, bro. Trinidad and Jamaica got it bad.
Well,
They
they
got it.
us.
And
That
Cuba,
ain't
I'm
that ain't
on.
that ain't that ain't actually Europe though. That's
Right,
let me say it
right,
right then. What you just said is still owned by the Americas.
right.
So that's still yeah. They ain't go a little further. Gotta go a little further.
Hmm.
Gotta get away from the Americas.
Right.
So that's a time for another story though. So I want to switch hats real fast because we still talking about this money stuff. So I had mentioned some a while back, last week
Hmm.
actually, about I feel like and this would have had affected, your Abby and a lot of people, even Melissa. Shout out to my dog MJ. I feel like you should not be able to go to the U.S. Nationals wearing a college uniform. I have one real main reason why. Okay, well, two. All right. One is it's not fair. Okay. Here's what I mean by it's not fair. You ain't paid no money to get out there, so you ain't have to worry with that stress of having to find a ticket. You ain't have to pay for that. You ain't had to pay for your hotel room. You ain't had to try and find no physio. You ain't had to do nothing. Matter of fact, when you was training, you ain't had to try and find no physio. You ain't had to do none of that stuff. So when you get to the trials, guess who else gonna be there? Your school done paid for it. You got a sponsor that's better than any sponsor that any professional athlete could have. Why? Nike ain't, if you get a ding, Nike ain't got no room you can go in right now and get it looked at. But if you're a college kid at the University of Kentucky, if I'm at track practice, oh, I feel something. Go in right now. You got that luxury. Oh, I don't hit the time. We'll book a ticket for you. You got that luxury. What stress do you have? Now, I'm not saying it from a stress standpoint. I'm just saying it from this right here. If you are going to run the U.S. Nationals as a collegiate person, I feel as though it has to be like every other sport. You have to declare yourself going pro. You cannot come into this realm and with wearing a college uniform. Here's why. It's a professional sport, damn it. That's the first reason. Second reason why everything I just said. These people ain't got what you got out there. So if you want to come on over here, you got to do the same thing every other sport do. Declare yourself going pro after your college national, okay? After the Heisman, what happened? They don't let the Heisman Trophy winner go play football that year. You got to wait next year, sir. It should be the same thing in track and field. We'll give you what you worth, Abby. Guess what? You're going to still get $2 million, but you can't run at the USA Championship this year. You can sign right after college and get your $2 million, and you can sit on $1 million till next year because you can't run till next year. You can't run no way. And so then it helps the sport because now you only got pros there. Meaning last year I was in college. This year I'm a professional. This is my first season running track as a pro. You should, I even use myself. My first time going to Rome in 2003, I shouldn't have been there. I came right back. Like I was fresh out. I was in college. I'm not ready for the pros like that yet. Give me a year under my belt. Which is why I always say like a lot of college kids don't make it because reality hit. Okay, now you got to actually go find out how to do it. So you're not, the chance of you making a team next year just went down. Why? You only made it because you was at this school and that school took care of you. Now you got to take care of yourself and you don't know how to do that. So now your first year pro, you go downhill until you figure it out. So I'm on the thing of, okay, well, take it out. You can't come run until next year. But you can get your money. I think there are a lot of folks was confused. Like, I'm not trying to stop their money. All I'm trying to say is, okay, now put the pressure on the shoe companies. No, you got to get them kids their money before they even go run anywhere. So now you got to also pay these people who finna be out there who going to the world champs. The shoe companies are being able to hold on to their money by allowing the kids to run because now it's open. No, the Dallas Cowboys don't do that. We got to give this kid coming out of college his money and still pay the people we got. That's why I'm like, hey, look, if you gonna do it, go ahead and say, you know what? After NCs, I'm announcing I'm going pro in track and field. All right, well, we'll see you next year. If not, I'm going back to school to run one more year in college. The same way every other damn sport do. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I know to be factual. Max literally said, if you guys can tell me who is a professional track athlete, I can set aside a budget to pay them. Y'all can't do that, and y'all ain't able to figure out in the whole year. All right, well, shit, there you go. That's my take on it. I don't think college kids should ever be able to run at any national championship, any world championship. That's worldwide, not just America. I'm sorry, I don't give a damn. That mean ain't what 8 people qualified. Well, you got an hour track meet. Like, I don't want what you want to do. What you want to do?
I hear your point, and you make, as crazy as this may sound, you make some valid points. You must, the funny thing is, you and Sonya must really been tight because she was spewing that rhetoric.
Dog.
Right. She was spewing that rhetoric many years ago, and the problem was, it's that timing thing again. She started saying that when she started feeling that downward spiral started to come. So she started spewing that nonsense like, nah. So for me, I kind of like, I do kind of like the sign them and then they run next year because let's be fair. If they sign and you and I both know we hear the agents, hey man, don't sign until you make the team, or or if they feel that you're gonna be on the bubble, sign now. But then if you sign your contract and you don't make the team, you're reduced or something. So I think if the kids come out of college and they sign, I think they shouldn't. I think they should get the summer off, let their bodies rest, and let them come back. So now you can kind of see an investment, a good investment in a good investment return. You know what I'm saying? To where now you're not going to go through this whole, oh, she's burnt out or he's burnt out, and give them a whole opportunity to get ready, get fresh, get training, get their plans together for how they're going to attack their professional career. So yeah, I'm definitely I understand that part. But now on the flip side of that, man, I'm telling you right now, college kids don't go. The U.S. is gonna get trounced. They're gonna get trounced. If them college kids do not go, the
Well, no,
U.S.
you
is gonna
can't
get
say that.
trounced.
You can't watch this. I'm gonna tell you why you can't say that. I love Abby, so it's nothing against Abby. Gabby last year did what in the 200? Now, guess what? If she had declared to go pro, she wouldn't be hurt right now. You would have two strong horses now. Well, actually one because Abby can't go to next year. But all it would do is just push us back a year, which means this year would be the year of Gabby. Next year would be the year of Abby. And chances are Gabby don't get hurt going forward because just like you said, they had that time to rest, understand stuff. You know what I'm saying? They got to sit down now. I think we'll suffer. Put it this way: we'll suffer what you're saying will happen, and we'll suffer about them first 2-3 years. But after the ball get to rolling, we good after
Mm-hmm.
that. We good after that.
Right. Yeah, because I mean, of course, because we're gonna adapt, adjust, and then we're gonna go out there and compete.
Mm-hmm.
Um, um. So I'm not against or with. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever's gonna be beneficial to the sport as a whole. I think obviously every country is gonna want to have their own rules because let's be clear,
Mm-hmm.
Nigeria's best athletes are staying here on the university campuses.
Boy,
you
listen,
know,
you finna hit exactly what I was about to go say. Go ahead.
right? So you know, do you make different rules for a place like Nigeria? Because listen, I want to see Favor Philly and Favor Ashe and all these people that's running in the university systems. I want to see them at the World Championship. So, do you kind of do it how it used to be, where some countries are B standard, America was the A standard, and then you kind of base it off of that? I don't know. But if we're gonna go that route where the college kids cannot compete in the championship unless they turn pro, then the sport has to be blown up in the United States, redone, and a professional figure has to
Mm-hmm.
be there. It
Yeah,
has to be.
yeah.
Or else leave it alone.
Because it has to be because what you're saying, speaking on like other countries like Nigeria and stuff like that, if one of their athletes decides to go pro and say that they don't get a contract, that means they got to go back to Nigeria and live in Nigeria, and now they stuck because they
Yeah.
do come over here for those resources. But at the
Hmm.
same time, it has to be the way you saying it now. Like, okay, well, if you're gonna go pro, that just means you have to be good enough to go pro. I mean, look at the
Right.
Greek freak. He was good. He from Nigeria. He was just good enough to go pro. So if you from Nigeria or any other small country and you good enough to go pro, you should be able to stay in America because they're gonna give you enough money to stay. Like an Ophelia, like if she go pro, like Ophelia got to go pro. Okay, well, Smart finna get her 6 figures. Like she's not finna
Yeah.
get less than 6 figures, which is enough for her to get her visa and stuff situated. You know what I'm saying? Plus, with the right agent, all that stuff happens overnight anyway. So I just feel like it would be because I'm be honest with you, it's a lot from a business standpoint. It's a lot of people who could make teams if they didn't have college kids in the way. And what I mean by that is a lot of people that don't they get there and they're more stressed out than anything. And then everything's an issue. They lanes and this and that. And you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, now I gotta worry about this person. You know what I'm saying? I think it would allow people to actually be faster, period, on both sides. Like, just think about it. If I gotta go to a track meet and say I'm Allison or whatever, I listen, I can give you, I promise you, I'm Allison Felix. Give me one race. Give me one good race. I can give you a 49.50 still. But
Hmm.
if you want me to go out here and go round for round with these kids, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. But I'm good enough. I'm Tom Brady. I'm good enough if I ain't got to go out there and get my body beat up. So it's a
Right.
win-win either way it go because just be honest with you. If you got Allison Felix and she got lane 4 in this one race, or you really think you're not gonna bet on her being top 3?
Mm.
But if you telling me Allison got to run round and round, shit.
I mean, not. I
You
mean,
know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
not at this advanced age, man. I think with her being 30, with her being closer to 37 than she was 36. You know, um, I mean, I'm happy that she went out the way she went out because she didn't go out in the first round. She went out in the finals and she gave
Mm-hmm.
everything she gave everything she had. You know
In
what I'm
lane
saying?
9.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So she did what she's supposed to do. Look, man, Father Time is undefeated. Father
Mm.
Time is gonna sit you Father Time's gonna either gonna sit you down or it's gonna really, really sit you down with a real bad injury. And one thing about Allison Felix, other than that one major hamstring pull that she got when Shelly won the 200, Allison never really had a major injury, bro. And
Mm.
she never, and so she's been blessed and fortunate, man. And you know, I do see your point. So I'm either or, man. Whatever's gonna make the sport better, I'm gonna roll with it.
I really feel like we're gonna have to get there. Seriously. Now, moving on. So check it.
Hmm.
I think it was last week we was talking, and we was like, if Ocean shows up, he's showing up. He ain't showing up to not show up.
Dog, that
Ocean
picture,
showed up.
that picture. Tell me there was something. I don't want to use the word demonic.
I already know where you're going to. I already know where you're going. Yeah, yeah.
Like, like for a split second, I said, "Oh my god, I think he's gonna win." Like
Look,
the way he looked in the picture, and he let it be known, Portland, Oregon, I'm here. Like he pulled, like I'm gonna use, I got my wrestling shirt on. Shout out to my
what you're
guy
trying to
that's in the
say,
chat.
it looked like he was gritting his teeth in that photo.
Right. So shout out to what's his name who saw that I had on this shirt.
What's that? What's that you got
I'm
on?
all right. So I'm a big wrestling fan. So this is one of those wrestling factions out in Japan, out in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and it's the Bullet Club. Like they're like the most popular. They're more popular than DX, which is crazy because I never thought that would happen. Um, and so I always like the design of the shirt, and I always like the members of it. Like I said, I'm a big kid when it comes out to that's my relaxation, just watching that stuff. And the way he looked like Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt is a character that was on WWE, and
Mm.
the way he looked is like he's not coming here to play, bro. He's not coming here to get knocked out that first round. Now you said it because I know you delved in deeper with the coaches, and you know who a lot of these people coaches are. You know they're gonna get that guy ready. They said that this guy can get his guys ready no matter what. And if he shows up, if he actually show up somewhere close to where he was, I still got Fred winning. I got Fred winning, but he's gonna make it a battle, man. If he's with Fred through 75 meters, I don't know, dog. This man look like he about that. He look like he about that action this upcoming week. Golly, Ray Worlds is next week, dog. I
One
ain't up
thing
to
for
it.
certain, two things for sure. Because he showed up 2 weeks early,
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you why
Word.
I'm scared. I'm gonna tell you why I'm scared. Okay.
I'm listening.
Wait a minute, my ninja. You hurt ish or was hurt ish, which means you can't be hurt no more. Why? You're here now, meaning you left all your doctors. You got the one or two that flew with you, but all your facilities, all of everything that you used to be you, you just left it early when you could have stayed at least another week. You know what I'm saying? You left it early. You left it before anybody even got here. You left it before the village even opened up, which means you and your camp is confident enough to say he's ready to go now. So we're going to go
Mm-hmm.
ahead and get on over here now, get even more acclimated. Here's what a lot of athletes I say miss with him doing that. He's not just getting acclimated to America, he's getting acclimated to Oregon. He's going to be in Oregon for 3 weeks. The oxygen, he's used to it now. His body, everything is used to it now. A lot of American athletes, I think, are going to take the luxury of it's in America, so I'm gonna fly the week before. You still go into a whole different climate, a whole different zone. The smallest things matter. That's the first thing I noticed. Second thing I thought about was, wait a minute, it's a real life battle. This man has all of Europe on his back. He's carrying an entire continent, the European continent. Now, let's just put something out there. What continent loves track and field more than any other continent on the planet? The European continent. What country pays more than the European? Where's water in Europe? I can assure you, he ain't got off that plane that early and not ready. Y'all can take it for wherever you want or how you want to take it. The man is not over here to show up. He's over here to show up. He's going to be on that podium. I said this about, I tweeted about a week ago. I was like, y'all ain't gonna like what I'm about to say, but he's gonna be on that podium. Somebody gonna get left off. I don't know who it's gonna be, but he's gonna be on that podium. When I saw that picture, I was like, he's definitely gonna be on that podium.
Right.
He's definitely gonna be on that podium.
So Ray, when you posted it, right, I swear I looked at it and I'm like, yo, he's not playing, bro.
Nah, he ain't playing out, bro.
like he literally he got this look in his face like, okay. And the funny thing is, I've never seen, and just because I guess we're in the social media era, because we know dudes will call people out when people's not in the same area, but the fact that he threw down the light gauntlet against Fred, and Fred said, "I'm ready, but just remember, I'm home."
Yep. Oh, that's what I'm telling you. The boy's finna go to war now. It's finna go to war.
Right. And you know, the fact that it kind of feels like it's him versus the world right now. That's what it feels like. He got that look at it like, okay, it's me versus all of y'all. All right, here we go. And it's almost like he embraces the fact that he has to come to Fred's backyard and run against him on a track, in a facility that, regardless of what Fred ran in, the old one and the new one. So Fred knows everything in and out about Eugene. And it's almost like he's walking through the walking down, doing the Mike Tyson walk, but it's all enemies around him and it's just him. And that's how I took that picture. I mean, I know I'm probably, over exaggerating how that picture may look, but yo, you got to go into the mind of a fighter, man.
I'm gonna go with you, not over exaggerating at all. And because it goes with this tweet that I had put up that he had put, and the song. I don't know if y'all remember this, but so that was a video he did of him training on Reel, and that was what he put in the background. Okay, we all know how Instagram works. We all know when you do a Reel, you picking your songs to go with whatever you're working on because you want to send a message. I'm gonna play it again. Where did these niggas be at when they said they coming out? That's not it. You can't even pay me enough to read. While doing that in the video, while working out. So I mean,
we do not own the right to that music.
We do not own the right to that. That's why I was on 15 seconds. Thank you, YouTube.
There you go. Fair use. Fair use. Law.
He did that. At that point, I was like, okay, he ain't sleeping. And then I saw the video, and then the photo that when I put up when somebody sent it to me, and I was like, oh shit. like literally when I saw it, that's exactly what I said. Like my whole demeanor just dropped. Like, oh shit, oh he here.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, we didn't really think you were gonna show up. Not only am I gonna show up, I'm here now. I'm waiting on y'all at your stadium in your country. That's how I'm looking at it. Like if I'm Fred, I'm Trayvon them. Bro, when I seen that, I'd have been South Central. I'd have been Boys in the Hood. I'd get the strap. You tripping. He don't came over here and he pretty much said, I'm here, what y'all gonna do about it? Oh my God, you gotta see me, bro. You gotta see me on the track. You gotta see me on the track. No, disrespectfully too, it wasn't like, hey, you know, you guys, I'm happy to be here. I'm in America. It's like I'm mean mugging in your country at your track. Come find me. Ooh. Now I ain't trying to start nothing, but I don't think he came. I don't think he came. I don't think he came unhinged. I don't think he came to the end at all. I think he came ready. He came ready.
Yeah. He came fully loaded. He came fully loaded. He came fully loaded. If we're gonna use, I'm gonna use one of your terms. If the track Illuminati does it the right way, he's gonna draw one of the better semifinals, and it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem.
I want him to. I want him to. I want him to. I promise you, I do. I want him to. I want him to do. They do this the one time. I'm like, do y'all work? Do what you do. We need him fresh. We need Fred fresh. We need Trayvon fresh. We need Christian as fresh as possible, and we need Marvin as fresh as possible. We'll do whatever you can to bounce them around. I don't give a damn no more. Set it up. You can tell them we set it up. You be like, hey, look, we finna stack the heats so they don't raise each other. That's cool. That's cool. I ain't got no problem with it. Let them make it through to the finals. That's all I care about. Let all of them make it through unscathed, and boy, we're gonna have some fireworks. If I could call it right now, I'm not, because I ain't even stepping that can of worms, because boy, you gotta pick one out of four that you know can make it. Marvin, Lamont, Fred, Trayvon. You ain't but 3 spots, and all 4 of them legitimately. And I can't knock out Christian Coleman either. CC, you know, he's a championship contender. He just number 5 on my book. But out of them 5, I ain't counting your 100. I'm sorry. Out of them 5, bro, I ain't but 3 medals to get. It's gonna be one of them races to where it's like, man, he didn't even get no medal. Like, it's gonna be one of them. Like, man, that dude ran 972 and got filled.
Hey, you know what I'm thinking? I really think it's gonna be 1 Italian, all 4 Americans, 2 Jamaicans. I'm sorry, but Oblique and Akeem Blake. Yo, like, have you're a person who loves consistency. I like watching patterns, and you like watching patterns too. You know, Oblique already has experience running at a major senior championship. You know, Akeem Blake, you know, this is gonna be his first one. And the funny thing is, given the fact that he was a 10-3 kid coming out of high school last year, now he's running 9-9, but he's under Glenn Mills. And the rest of them are either with Glenn Mills or Frano or somebody else. I know all 3 of them got different coaches. One thing we know for certain, Frano and Glenn Mills always figure out a way how to make sure that their sprinters run their absolute best when it matters. Yo, you may see 4 Americans, 3 Jamaicans, and 1 Italian in that final. And I'm gonna say right now, I
wouldn't be surprised at that.
And I'm gonna say right now, and I don't mean this in no disrespect, man, but because of the type of year that the Grouse been having, and you know, we all love the Grouse. The Grouse is what we call the big time performer, but man, he banged up, baby. He banged up. You know, he banged up, man. So, you know, you gotta
think about it though. His wife is on a rampage, so is he really losing? Like, I think sometimes we just gotta put things into perspective. It's like, all right, well, I stay at home with the kids this year since you was at home last year, and I went on the rampage last year. You can go, because if you think about it, they married. It's the same person. Like, in essence, if you think about it, if we running for, you know, for what we run for, like paychecks to be, you know, and everything, yada yada. Well, I'm not running that good this year, but it's okay because my family still can eat because my wife is on a rampage. That's actually dope as that's actually really dope if you think about it. Like, if I'm him, I'm sitting back like, bro, I done got all the medals last year. I ain't even worried about that little Rudy Poo stuff, and my wife ain't handle y'all this year. I see y'all next year. That's how we gonna do. We're gonna bounce back and forth on y'all. Bro, I like that.
And you know what people will tend to you know what people are forgetting? Nia Ali just had a baby,
Mm-hmm.
postpartum. She had two injuries this year. She had a
Mm-hmm.
quad injury, and Nia Ali ran 12.4.
Mm-hmm.
Play with Puda if you want. Play with her if you want. Play with her if you want. Let me tell you something. If I had to jump into the fight club, and I needed somebody to go me this out, all I gotta do is I can only pick a female. Guess what I'm picking? I'm picking her. She gonna come. I'm thinking she not. She deboning somebody's medal. She's gonna take somebody's medal.
I
Somebody
got her
who's a
on the
medal
podium for
favorite.
sure.
Yeah, somebody who's supposed to medal. She's gonna take the medal. She's gonna
Her
take
and Lele,
somebody's
her
medal.
and Lele meddling. So
I,
I pretty much I'm gonna call it out. I see the American sweep on them hurdles. That's just me. I'm sorry. I don't see nobody beating them girls in them hurdles. Who?
really?
Who? Think
So
about the three that America got going.
actually, they got four. There's four girls going right. Nia, Kenny,
Lele, Kenny.
Lele, and who got third? Who got third? Chat Avengers Assemble. Who got third?
Who got third at USA's?
Um,
Well, Camacho, respectfully.
it's Puerto Rican.
Well, no, I said America would sweep 1, 2, 3. So that would mean Camacho would get fourth.
Aaliyah Armstrong.
Oh yeah, Lil Armstrong. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So in a so the question is, can we actually see Camacho Quinn getting fourth at the World Championships?
Ooh, I don't want to disrespect the Olympic champion, man. You know, you know what, man? We got time to do the prediction. I don't know when you want to set up the prediction. The
Oh, we do that
prediction.
next week.
Okay,
Do that
keep
next
that.
week.
But yeah, that's my thoughts on the
But
whole
even if
combined
she
thing.
medal, that means one of them other three can't medal. This about to be one of the best, I'd say, closest world champs that we're gonna see that we've seen in a
Mm,
while. Because in reality, if you sit there and say, okay, America can't sweep it because there's Camacho Queen. Okay, so what American going to get left off? Let's not forget them two girls went 12 what into a negative what? And so, like, like, let's not pretend like they slow. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, well, if she medal, who ain't gonna medal? You're
right,
gonna take Nia off, you're gonna take Lele off, you're gonna take
right.
shit.
Um,
So that's why I'm like,
it,
I could see an American sweep. And anybody that couldn't is like, well, we just really being a Camacho fan. Because I can see an American sweep and I can see Camacho also meddling. I can see both. So it ain't one or the other. It's like American swept and she got fourth. I can see that. Camacho
I
won.
can,
America went 2, 3, 4. I can see that. Camacho got third. They got what? I can see that. It's like, gee, like
you'll know what's scary. Every time Dennis Shaver has a hurdler make one of these meets, they make the final. It's very rare that they don't make the final. Very rare. Very rare. So we can't count. If we had to take the weaker of the four, we'll look at Aaliyah Armstrong, and Aaliyah Armstrong runs for Dennis Shaver. So Aaliyah Armstrong is now one of the favorites to
mm-hmm.
make the final. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna be one of the favorites just on the strength
But
of
you
her
still
corner.
got Lele. You got Lele, Kenny and Neil still though. That's still three.
Right. So you all right, so let's go. So you got Nia, Lele, Kenny, Aaliyah, then you got Camacho Quinn. Two of those three Jamaicans are gonna make the final. Let's not act like
I'm not saying they're not gonna make the finals. I'm just talking about that podium part. I'm
okay.
just talking about that. I ain't talking about the finals. I'm talking about that podium.
I don't know, maybe the only person I can see that can break up any type of sweep outside of Camacho Quinn, because to me, Camacho Quinn is technically an American. If you had to go outside of that, like so if I had to go outside of that, I would say Toby.
Toby, yeah.
Yeah, I believe she can. I believe if they don't put her away through hurdle 7, if they don't put her away, She gonna catch somebody slipping. My issue with Brittany Anderson is that she gets so fast on the hurdles, and I've seen it twice. She'll clip the hurdle. She get way too excited. She get that trail leg kind of get elongated, and boom, then she'll pull that trail. Take forever to pull that trail leg through, and then she'll clip that. She'll clip that hurdle, and she'll give a race away. Cause dude, she had a 12:30 race at one of the Diamond League meets, and she had hurdle 10. And so it's gonna be interesting to see, man. It's gonna be interesting to see.
It's gonna be interesting because we are in Oregon too. We are in Oregon.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting. Okay, so this my last doozy because the show is next week, and we gonna have some people coming through next week too. America wins 4x1 over Jamaica.
See, Ray, you're already playing with me right now. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Let me be specific. Are we talking men or women?
Women. Definitely men.
No.
Men. Women. No. America wins 4x1 over Jamaica.
No.
I'm calling it.
You calling it right now? So apparently, for you to say something like that, you must know something happened to Elaine Thompson.
What? Nah. Not at all. That ain't got nothing to do with. That ain't got nothing to do with.
Okay.
Nah,
all right. So you ain't got no hidden news.
No. Everybody healthy. No, everybody healthy. Everybody healthy. You know. Okay. I just done talk to some people, on the female side at least about what potentially may go down, and put it this way. I got faith in two things with Team USA. Actually, three. If the relay is played out anyway, the way that I'm hearing it's going to be played out, in which I'm pretty sure because they don't play on the female side, it's going to be level playing field. The difference is going to be the batons in Oregon. Now, here's the thing that we got to be honest. 4x1s are won off of handoffs. It's not the 4 fastest. I don't know how many times we've had that shit's been proven. They ain't the 4 fastest.
Great Britain.
Thank you. It ain't the 4 fastest. Let's just play with this. You put Brianna on first leg, right? You got Brianna on first leg. Let's just play with it. And let's just say you throw, I don't know. Let's just say for the hell of it, you put Abby Steiner on first leg. Is that not a neutralized curve now? It's a very much neutralized curve. That's a very much neutralized curve. Let's say they run the way Jamaica did. They had Sha'carri on the backstretch. Okay.
Yeah, Sha'carri on the anchor.
Oh well, no, yeah, Elaine's on the backstretch. Okay.
Which is wrong.
Exactly. So now, Elaine, that's my dog. Love her to death. Backstretch runner, good backstretch runner. Can she go? She come on. Now also, can she go catch? That's the other thing. Because if we playing with the relay and we saying Abby is gone, the gap is there. That stick don't slow down. Can Elaine now go catch, say, Aaliyah Hobbs? Can she go catch Aaliyah Hobbs? And can she catch Aaliyah Hobbs before they throw it in anybody other? Throw it in Melissa Jefferson's hand. Now, what I'm looking at is that first leg. Can Jamaica close that gap on all them fast girls? The answer is no. The answer is no. They can't close that gap. It ain't about. Really? It's only because, again, who gonna close the gap? We're talking numbers. Who gonna close that gap? That gap will stay the same the entire way. That's why I'm saying no. They can pull it off. And we're in America. They finna get the best lane. They get in the lane so that Abby can get the hell away from Bree and gonna leave her. Now y'all gotta play catch up. If you gotta play catch up against Michelle Lewis relay handoffs, it's very, 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 very slim. Again, that's why we talking about coaches because of who the coach is of the women's relay. I'm going with that part as well because the coach is proving, like she just got a little bit better last year. I'm only basing it off of it's possible because you're plugging in people like Abby, who was not there last year, and you're plugging in people like Melissa Jefferson, and you're also going against them in America. It's really the sticks because again, those numbers gonna match out. I'm not saying America will blow out Jamaica. I'm not saying they'll beat them by no meters. I'm saying they can hold them off the way America did in 2007 with Leroy Dixon on anchor. I'm talking about that. It's set up to it's not set up to beat y'all. It's set up to hold y'all ass off. Like no. We got to run fast, run far, and pray. That's why I'm saying I'm happy. I can go and fuck it. I'm going Team USA. If the lineup is the way the people I'm hearing, I'm going Team USA. I'm going Team USA for the upset.
All right, so here is the USA's best order. I'm gonna go TT Terry.
I forgot about TT. They lose now.
All right. I'm going TT Terry.
Because I had her. Well, go ahead.
TT Terry, Abby Steiner. I'm running Jenna Prandini because Jenna Prandini does not.
I thought about Jenna. I thought about Jenna on the backstretch.
You got to run on third because she does not slow the stake down and she's relay competent. See, people undervalue the importance of having relay competence. Even in all the chaos that she's been around, she's always been the one that's done everything the right way.
Yeah.
Then you either go to Melissa Jefferson or you go to Leah Hobbs. Now, they're not going to leave 2 of the 3 finalists off the damn relay from the U.S. They're not going to do that.
What you mean 2 or 3 finalists?
Yeah. So if you look at my order, you got Jenna Prandini that was in the 200. She made the team for the 200. Abby made the team for the 200. And then you got the bookends, TT and Melissa Jefferson on first and anchor. They're not going to leave. I don't think they're going to leave Aaliyah Hobbs off. I think the person who's going to probably get the short end of the stick, unless she makes the final, they're going to probably do her. They're going to probably do Melissa Jefferson. They're going to do Melissa Jefferson how they did Carmelita back in 2007.
You think so?
I got this bad feeling, bro. I
don't think so.
Especially if she's going back to Coastal.
Only reason why I don't agree is because of the coach. And Michelle, she's not about that. She's not about that political game. She there to get medals.
Okay.
she there to get medals. She's not about that political, which is why the girls keep getting medals and don't drop stick. But anyway, that's another story.
That is true. So that is true. So here's how Jamaica not only wins, but they break the world record.
The winner breaks the world record. I'm gonna go with that for sure now.
Now, Kimba, I'm gonna use your logic here. Kimba's at home. She's with her coach right now. Most of the time when these kids that go to Oregon and they go to these world championships, Coach Curtis is not with them. Coach Curtis is gonna be with her every step of the way now. So she's gonna be on point.
Well, what do you mean? Be with her where? At Worlds?
Yeah.
Oh no. Not if he ain't a Jamaican coach. Not this year.
No. Training wise. Training.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not talking about training wise. Kimba's gonna have her coach with her every step of the way, leading up to the World Championships. Now, relay wise, as the Jamaican coaches now, I'm running Kimba first. I am putting Shelly Ann back on that backstretch.
You not?
I know I am. I'm putting Shelly on that backstretch. And I'm gonna make everybody in the chat happy. Elaine's running third, and Jacko's running last. Now here is how the Jamaican team break the world record. They cannot use anything shorter than 21 steps per lady. They just can't. They just can't. They have to go 20. They have to go 21 at furthest. 24 like I will go 24 between Shelly and Elaine, so that stick can move through that zone efficiently and doesn't slow down.
I had to go Colin for a second. Shout out to my boy Colin. He working today, so he gonna miss us. At the top, and I know we saying times don't matter, but I need to make this a factor, all right? Which is why I'm saying they have to play catch up. This year, the fastest time clocked by a female is 1067 by Shelly Ann. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Second fastest time clocked by a female is 1077 by Sharika Jackson. Third fastest time clocked is Elaine Thompson, 1079. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now watch this. Watch 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Aaliyah Hobbs, Melissa Jefferson. We won't count Sha'carri because she's not there. We won't count Sturgis either because she's not there. Tanisha Terry, or TT Terry. And now if you just throw in Abby Steiner, okay, we're not going to really talk about her 100 because her 100 time, Abby's at 1090 and Kim was at 1088. But do you see what I mean by neutralize? It's easy to neutralize because all the Team America girls are right behind Jamaica's fastest and your fourth fastest is behind us. So it's easy to be neutralized. It's very easy to neutralize them because they fourth leg, the time gap is so far to where if America play it right and get out, you can't, numbers don't lie. I'm looking now from just, if you do like an addition standpoint, if you just add all 4 of their times up together, with our 4 times, you lose. So mathematically,
Jamaica's not losing to them.
Here's why I say they're losing. I only say they're losing because it's possible. That's the only reason why I'm saying it. It's very possible. What I mean by very possible, it's very possible that they can lose. In order for them to lose, though, my dog would have to have a phenomenal 100%. I'm giving Jamaica that much credit to where you can't even breathe wrong. You just lost. They can pull it off with everything clicking perfect. That's it. Because again, but Jamaica's fourth person is they crutch, so to speak.
But check this out. But so was Brianna Williams last year.
What you mean?
Brianna Williams only ran like 1097 last year, and Jamaica went and they set, I believe they set a national record in the Olympics.
But
and them handoffs was horrible.
But was it because of, they handoffs was horrible? But was it because of her leg though? I don't think it's because of her leg. I think it was because of the other 3 legs.
No, but you talking about neutralizing stuff. Look, listen. The USA is not gonna beat Jamaica unless Jamaica literally runs out of the zone or Jamaica decides not to even come to the track.
Nah, that's not possible. That's not possible.
Because here's the deal. Jamaica's gonna probably end up in lane 7 because on the 9-lane track, lane 7 is the premier lane.
They're not gonna get lane 7.
What are you talking about?
Track Illuminati, we're in America, Jack. You're not gonna get lane 7. Why? Because there's a chance you really might break this world record. You gotta come down lane 6.
Okay, all right. Well, all right.
Nope.
Well, look. If we're going by the legitimacy of how things are supposed to be done on 9-lane tracks, Jamaica and the United States are supposed to occupy both lanes 7 and 6 respectively. Okay, I am telling you right now, the reason why I am saying Jamaica is going to win is because of Kimber Nelson. Based on what I said earlier, Kimber Nelson literally has her coach with her. Her college coach is going to be with her. Listen, I don't care what they say in the chat.
But she just ran this weekend, right?
Huh?
You know she just ran this past Saturday too, right?
Who? Kimber Nelson?
Yeah.
She did?
Yeah.
My bad. I was in New Orleans.
You know what she ran?
I was in New Orleans.
She ran like 11.2 and got 3rd. At the meet in Atlanta.
Okay.
So, 10 days out.
All right, so here's the deal.
I'm just saying.
So here's the deal. So let's say she didn't get a chance to go back to her college coach or whatever the case is, because she still is up there. Let's say she doesn't run well at the World Championships. Brianna Williams is going to be there, and Otto is going to have her ready. Otto will have her ready.
To run a relay? I mean, because she can run a relay.
Yeah.
I'll give you this much. If they put Brianna on it, I change my stance. If Kimber Nelson's on it, USA wins it.
Okay. Okay.
If they go with the four they supposed to go with, they ain't gonna win it. Because again, it's neutralized. But do I think I say it like this here? Damn what Brianna do in a 100-meter dash. Damn it. She can hold her own on the goddamn relay. You can't sit here and say she can't. You can't sit here and say that every time she's never not showed up. So you can't discredit her on a relay. But I can say, oh, she did? Who? That wasn't Kimball that ran 11 this weekend in Atlanta? What's she running this weekend? What's she run? What's she run? Hold on.
She didn't run.
She didn't run?
They say she didn't run. Well, everybody, I'm sorry.
Oh, hell no. Hold on. I watched the track meet. What place? Well, hold on. What place did Kimball get at the Jamaican trials?
She was second.
Okay, never mind. Wrong girl. I'm sorry, y'all. Whoever got fourth at the Jamaican trials, that's who ran. My bad.
Brianna.
It wasn't Brianna then. It wasn't Brianna then. It's another one then. Because they kept talking about on ESPN. She was part of the quartet going to the World Championships. Hold on. I'm just gonna pull the results up. American Track League. Okay. Results. Okay. ATL.
Hey. It was Brianna. I think it was Brianna.
Nah, it wasn't Brianna. I know Brianna.
Was it Ramona Burchell?
It was some damn body because unless Paul and them had the notes completely wrong because they kept saying and she was supposed to win. She's part of the quartet that's going to the World Championships. It wasn't them folks kept saying. Now I know I ain't the only person. Oh, they say Ramona. Okay, Ramona Burchell. Is that who it was then?
It was Ramona. It was Ramona.
Okay, Ramona. Okay.
She went to Alabama.
All right. Well, I knew it was somebody now. They said a Jamaican quartet. I thought it was Kimball. Okay, so my no disrespect to Kimball. She ran 11-2 then. The other one ran that. So they don't need to use her either. But anyway, fact of the matter is, I just don't feel like Kimball is enough of a threat because of the people they got out there. USA got a lot of speed. The one thing USA don't have out there is, I'd say they don't have any power runners. And in a relay, sometimes that's good. You ain't got no power runners because power runners take some time to get up to speed and then they close real good. They ain't got no power runners. They got a bunch of speed. They get that stick to moving, it ain't gonna slow down. It's not gonna slow down. It won't slow down. I'm banking on first leg. I'm banking on the fact that good handoffs, USA pass it off first, you're not gonna catch them. You're not gonna catch none of them. Again, we also got to account for the athlete side of it. Look at the girls you named out, the TTs, the Fredinis, the Steiners. You think these girls mentally in their mind ain't gonna be sitting there like, you gotta keep in mind, they still got that team camaraderie. They still real close to college. You think they ain't gonna be sitting there like, y'all not gonna come over here to America, think y'all gonna win this relay. They not gonna lay down, is what I'm saying. They ain't gonna lay down.
They're not gonna lay down. They're not gonna lay down. But I'm gonna tell you right. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this though, dog. CJ and Tiana ain't walking through them doors. I'm sorry. I can see them having success in the individual 100. I just don't see them beating the Jamaicans. Like unless Jamaica pulls the BS that they pulled last year in Tokyo, where they didn't practice, then Jamaica's finished. Because Jamaica should have obliterated the world record. They should have obliterated. And the way Jacko's running now.
Thank you. Last year they should have. That's the other thing. You just said it. Last year they should have obliterated the Olympic record. It shouldn't even be a record no more.
No. They should be close to 40.4. And if they didn't practice, those handoffs was horrible, and they were in the wrong position. They put them in the wrong place. Like, I don't care how fast Elaine ran the 100 in. Elaine needs to be permanently put on third leg. That's what she needs to be until she comes down.
I can agree with that.
Let Shelly run the backstretch and just let. It's not about who can come across the line for the photo op. Jacko is perfect on anchor because she doesn't listen. She proved that she can
Nah, I'm
run the anchor
switching
when
that.
they.
nah, I
No, I'm
disagree.
not. I'm not.
I
I'm
got
not.
I
I'm
gotta
not
put
running.
I gotta put Sherrick on the backstretch. I gotta
No,
put
I'm
Sherrick
not
on the
putting.
backstretch. I
I'm not.
got to
I'm
let
not
her
putting.
open up. Gotta let her open up.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Got
I want
to.
her on anchor. I want her on anchor because she proved to me. Because some people are just natural anchors, and she's a natural anchor, based on what she did. Remember, she just won a medal in the 400. She found out maybe 2 hours prior that she had to run the anchor because somebody got hurt, and she did a great job. And then she comes back. So me, the fact that she has that mentality and she doesn't care who she's running against, she's going to give them all this work. And that was 49-second Jacko, not 21:55 and 10:77. And you know Frano is gonna make her faster because she's gonna be faster going to the worlds. If Jacko wins this 100, I wouldn't be surprised, bro.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this, sir. You ain't said nothing wrong, but you did leave out one key point. If I was in my office, I'd show it to you. USA men kind of alerted to it. It's called a baton. All right. Don't matter what Frano do. Don't matter how fast he make them. It's all about that damn baton. And because of everything you said, just like last year, one thing for certain, two things for sure. I've told y'all on this show before. That's why I was not going against Marv. I got to go with the coach. The coach behind the women's 4x100 team. I have enough faith in her that she wants that shit. She wanted it last year. I got enough faith in her that she don't play none of that political, we're going to try you here, try you there. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna play. I know she don't. That team be set, they be practicing, they get their shit together. That's what they do, and the men don't. But I ain't gonna keep hashing on that. I got a good mind to say this right here. She gonna have them ready enough to be what my boy Max Kellerman always say about luck. I feel like she gonna have them in a position to get lucky, meaning we're gonna be so damn close. If y'all breathe wrong, you don't lost. I'm saying that much. I'm not just saying hand it over to Jamaica. I can't say that based on these women that USA done already show. But we 10-8 ready on this track. You got some speedsters coming off of relays. That's the other thing I'm looking at. Like you got a bunch of, people, I ain't calling them kids, but coming off of relays. And she gonna use that to her advantage. She ain't gonna be stupid and be like other coaches, like, no, we're gonna put you over and try you. No, I know how she works. I don't talk to her. Them girls are gonna be ready. It's gonna be up to them if they actually pull it off. Because they got the four to pull it off. Because they got four speedsters. But again, your handoffs, if you say stick and it don't leave your hand to the K, Jamaica's gone. When you say stir, it better be moving. By the time it come out, it better already be gone. Because if you say the whole word, it's over with. I'm giving Jamaica that much respect. Like, I'm not, it's David versus Goliath now. You ain't gonna just go in here and just beat him.
Dog,
I can see it though.
I just don't see America with another Tiana. Dude, I don't think people understand how freaking valuable Tiana Madison was on them damn leadoff legs.
Yeah, I do.
You right.
Yeah.
Like, and the chemistry that her and Allison had together.
It was like pop.
Right. And I'm hoping, like I said, look, man, I don't want to see Jamaica get blown out again. Not Jamaica. I don't want to see America get blown out because if the right coach gets picked to run that relay, I am telling you, not what I think, it's what I know. If they run that relay the way it's supposed to be ran.
So you talking about America or Jamaica?
Jamaica. Now, is Shelly doubling? Shelly's doubling, right?
Last I heard, somebody in the chat make that official from Jamaica. Is she doubling? Last I heard, she was doubling.
So she doubles.
And see, that's another good point you just made, though.
We
don't have a lot of people doubling.
Nope. Yeah, you got 3 women that's doubling.
Abby ain't doubling. She just doing the 200. Melissa won't be doubling. She just doing the 100. TT won't be doubling. Aaliyah won't be doubling. And the 100 is first. So you mean to tell me these girls gonna get their shit out the way and be able to practice handoffs because that's all they're gonna do for the remainder of the time while y'all running 200s and they're gonna be like Lamont. We waiting. Like we got fresh legs. We waiting. Come on, bring it.
I just thought about that shit.
All three of your superstars are finna run double events, then come do a relay against us, and we're just as fast and we're fresh. Good luck. Literally, it's very possible for America to be able to pull it off. It's very possible.
Hold up, isn't the 200-meter finals the day of the 4x1 prelims?
And one way to find out. 200-meter final. Let me see where. Even if it is, it wouldn't affect us because the only person you using is Gabby. You ain't using nobody else. And Gabby has shown, bro, I'm a 48 400-meter runner. You think these rounds of 200 gonna bother me? Did you not see what I did at just 2.5 weeks ago at NC's? You think I'm gonna be affected from running 3 200s in 2 days? Super fresh. They're gonna be super fresh, super motivated. That's a whole new generation of girls you got out there that they not gonna be afraid. I mean, these the same girls that started running Sha'carri to the line because they weren't afraid of her no more. That's why I'm like, mindset a little different. Like it's
that's what in real talk, I think that's what also, and I'm not gonna get on no Sha'carri tangent because that's not for today, but I think that also played a significant role in Sha'carri's head right now because she was so able to run free away from everybody, and now they running with her. But now let's go to the men. Okay, I don't care what anybody say. Until they're beaten in consecutive championship meets, I'm going with Great Britain.
to win the whole thing.
I'm going with Great Britain, man. I'm going with Great Britain, man. You know, I would go. You know what? Let me take that back because when CJ Uja was on that relay, I'll be going with Great Britain. Right now, the United States have the firepower to win the 4x1 going away. My problem with the men's 4x1 is the personnel. Who's running where? Because look, I watch a lot of those guys run 200s. They run crappy turns. Crappy. Except for Christian Coleman. They run crappy bends, man. Trayvon's not an anchor leg. I watched him and Arion Knighton at the Tom Jones meet, and no. And remember, Arion may have read 19.4, but Arion is still a 10-1 sprinter.
Your problem is you got Trayvon and Christian. That's the biggest issue you got on America's relay.
Right.
That right there is the biggest issue.
Christian's anchored before. I wasn't impressed.
That's what I'm saying.
He ran second in the trials in the prelims in Rio. He looked good there. He's a natural second leg. Bracy doesn't run good 200s, and he never ran great turns.
Marv is that. Marv, you got to put Marv on a straightaway. That's the thing. Marv and Fred, you can put either one of them on a straightaway and you sit. Keep them on the straightaway. Your problem is now you got 2 starters. One of them can't go. That's what I'm saying. Like, who are you going to put on third leg? Because ain't neither one of them good 200-meter runners.
Hey, while you playing, you know who I put on third leg?
Who?
But everything has to be done correctly. Grant Holloway. Listen to me.
So who you just took off?
I'm gonna have to go with Bromell, bro. Unless Bromell runs 9.7 something, you can't. But you and I both know Mike Marsh is not.
I'm not taking Bromell off no relay and putting Grant Holloway on, but you can keep going.
Grant, look. No, I'm not doing it. But then,
hey, I just watched Dr. Strange yesterday. I don't care what multi-university you want to go to.
No, but seriously,
I'm not doing it.
But seriously, like, honestly, it doesn't have to be the top three guys, the four guys that's ran the 100. Like creativity got to kick in, and for me, I'm looking at Noah Lyles. I'm looking at I'm looking at Arion Knighton. I'm looking at Grant Holloway, who I watched literally turn the 100-meter turn down there in Gainesville and made it look like it was a 60.
He
I've never
did.
seen him
He
run.
did.
I never seen anybody eat up and spit out people that fast. And he's legit. He's a competitor. So you need dogs on your relay, dog. But you know who else a dope relay runner? And a lot of people
Goodness.
don't give him enough credit. Are you ready for this one?
I'm
You
ready.
ready for this one? Michael Norman. You watch Michael Norman run them 200s on them bands?
Yeah. Yeah.
Michael Norman.
Yeah. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. I'm still disagreeing on the Grant thing.
Hey, look, I've seen Grant run for 3 years in college. You know, Mouse told me that they should have ran 37.6, but Grant left late because for whatever reason. But they ran 37.9, bro, in college, bro. Like I never thought I'd be alive to see the day that somebody run that college team was gonna run 37.9, bro. And you gotta remember, Mouse is gonna get him ready. Like Mouse got him ready to run all the relays and his individual events. Like Grant could go out there and legitimately split 43.6 like it ain't nothing if they need him. But if I'm going with that relay, if we're gonna go with the four guys, who's running where? Because you gonna run Trayvon third?
Yeah. Yeah. Here's what I'm gonna do. So I can't be relay coach. But anyway, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put Chris Coben at first.
Of course.
Chris Coben's not running the full curve though. He's not running full curve. I'm backing the exchange up. Christian Coleman's only running 90 meters. Christian Coleman's only running 90 meters because I'm finna give it to Fred Curley, so Fred Curley can run 110 meters on the backstretch. It means he's gonna get a stick first no matter what, and he gets to build up. And then I'm giving.
How's that fit? How's that scientifically possible? Like,
it's very possible. It's very possible. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain this one to me because, I mean, I'll put together some great relays, and I'm trying to figure out how you won't have him only run 90 meters, knowing that he has to be in the zone.
So think about it. Typically, you're making your step so that you catch the stick inside the zone, right? Right? We're all trying to get in the middle of the zone or right towards the end. That's what a stick needs to stick middle of the zone before you get out of it. Okay, it's very easy. Back your steps up. Why? Because now when you say stick, instead of you being, or make it even easier, don't even say stick. We're not aiming for the middle exchange zone. Fred, the minute you hit the exchange zone, hand back. Why? Because now that's 110 meters you're about to run. Because you're no longer getting the stick and then at the end of the exchange zone. You get at the beginning of it, which means while everybody else is trying to get it in the middle, you already got it. You already gone. So now you are opened it up. So now when you get to Trayvon, it's a regular relay now. Now Trayvon, here you go. And now you give it to Marvin. Here you go. And it's all based off of, we didn't go for the end of the exchange zone. We got the stick in Fred's hand first, soon as it hit the inside of the exchange zone. It's very possible because that's how we almost beat Jamaica in Commonwealth Games in 2014, because that's how I set the relay up. I literally did this in 2014 at the Commonwealth Games, and we have video of Nigeria going literally neck and neck with Bolt on the anchor leg because I set it up that exact way to get this stick in my hand as soon as I hit the exchange zone, because I knew the only chance we was going to have to be in the race and not be embarrassed, it depended on me because I'm the fastest. I set it up to where as soon as I got an exchange zone, I got the stick before anybody else got it, and bitch, I was gone. So now that allowed me to open up to give us to be in the race. Because I knew my third leg was a 10-5 runner and my first leg was a 10-2. So I had to make up the difference. You know where else we did that at? When I was in high school, we won the 4x1 2 years in a row by doing that with me. That's why I learned it. My coach used to do the same thing, except for he did the opposite. Our third leg, he made our third leg runner run 90 and me run 110. And that's how we always won. So it's like this shit is very possible. Just
Okay. Hold on. Okay. All right. Because I'm about physics and science.
mhm.
What's gonna be Coleman to Curly steps?
The steps are the same.
No, no, no,
Se-
no, no. I need a number. What are the steps?
if I got Coleman going 90, he giving it to Curly, and he only at 90.
But there's no way you could be 90. That means if he's 90, that means Curly is standing outside the zone.
Yeah.
That's disqualification.
No, 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 it ain't. 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 If you are right at the, if you right at the yellow, the small yellow triangle, that's not outside the zone. You, excuse me, you in the zone. Think about it. You got
Okay,
small
so
yellow, and then
no,
you
no,
got
there's no more of that. Remember, it went all 30 meters. It's no
what?
more. It's no more. Yeah, it's no more
Okay,
exchange zones.
well, take it out then.
Yeah, it's just
No
one.
more.
Yeah, it's no. Yeah, no more. No more acceleration zone. It's just one big exchange zone.
Now, even with that one big 30-meter exchange zone, all you do now is your steps. You really can't call steps until them people, because how Coleman gonna come in at 90 and how Fred gonna get out. So you can't even really bring steps into the play. All you got to do is make sure that shit is 110. And
No,
meaning
no, no,
like,
no. You're not hearing me. There has to be a tape mark down. Those are the steps.
yeah,
What are the what's
but that's what I'm
what is
saying. We
what is
don't
Fred?
know.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. If you're talking about him getting the stick as soon as we you have to look at the step mark because that's
Okay,
gonna be
okay, okay,
it's
okay, okay. Let me rephrase it then. Let me
right.
rephrase it then and help you out. Okay. First of all, I was running with Nigeria. Everything's everything. You should probably do your research because I spent the last part of my career with Nigeria. I actually made the Nigerian Olympic team 2016. I was the third person in 100 meter dash that qualified. So you should probably do your research first. But thank you. Back to what I'm saying though. So now, even with the 30-meter marker, okay, now you just play with it in the same aspect of, okay, we still gotta figure out how to make this a 110. Because I have not been on the track to see this new exchange zone, I can't adequately say how it would work now. When I did this, again, I guess 2014, when I was doing this, it was when we still had the small yellow. So it was easier. You see what I'm saying? With the small yellow, and I got to build up to the big exchange, it was easier to do it then because now you just do your steps to where as soon as you get exchange zone, you got it. I haven't ran on the new track with the big what you saying, so I wouldn't know how they would actually work now because I was clueless. I'm gonna be honest with you, I had no clue they took the small arrow out. Hadn't
Yeah.
clue, no
So
clue.
right. So it's called the U.S. rule. They dummy proof the 4x1 because
And
they
we
tired of
still
the
can't
U.S.
get that big to go. Oh, go ahead.
Right. So they dummy proofed the relay. They took the skill aspect of the 4x1 out of it. They removed the acceleration zone, and now from where we would normally stand in
Yeah.
the small diamond, that right now it's from there to the top of the key, which is
Oh,
third.
okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay. So there's no more build up and then like big arrow, big arrow. It's all big arrow from where the small arrow was at.
yeah. It's one big ass zone, and
Mm.
so now and
I
so
see you coming
now
from now. I see you coming
right.
from. Might be a
So
little hard to
so
do that now.
Right. So my thing is that you have with the type of speed. Listen, if anybody
Dang.
thinks Christian Coleman's not going
Mm-hmm.
to run, if anybody doesn't think Christian Coleman's going to run 980 or 9 7 something, they're out of their damn mind. Fred Curly's going to run about 9 7. I give him about 9 7 3,
Fred running
maybe.
9-6.
Okay, well, okay. Let's say he runs 9 6. Let's say he does run 9 6. Okay, it's the law of speed and physics. If I got Christian Coleman, who is notoriously known as one of the best curve runners out the hole for the 4x1,
Mm-hmm.
you got to give that man Fred's gonna have to give that man at least 30 steps. So he doesn't run up in his
Yeah,
back.
that's what I was saying. I was like, with my theory, if Christian Coleman's running 90 meters, them steps got to be long, Jack, because at 90, he is moving. So again, I don't know how my theory would work on this new track then. So I take my theory completely out. On the old track, oh yeah, I got but put it this way. I would still go that same order though. Old track, new track. However, I would still go Christian Coleman to Fred to Trayvon to Marvin. Now the reason being is because yes, Coleman is a great starter. Trayvon's a great starter. I look at everything. Marvin, Trayvon, they train together. That was when I was with Hop. You already knew every relay. It was me and Marty or me and Martin. No matter
Yeah,
what.
it was that. Yeah, Dexter always let
Or
off.
no matter
Dexter
what, we're gonna be right next to each other. Well, however y'all gotta move it, we next to each other. So I'm comfortable with a Trayvon to a Marv on third and fourth. I'm also more comfortable with a Fred Curley giving the stick to a Trayvon. And they're going them right there. I'm okay with that one. I'm really okay with CC to Fred or flip it. Flip it. I mean, flip it. Flip my straightaways. Leave my curves alone. Don't touch my curves. I don't give a damn. I know Norman is a good curve runner. I know Knighton. I know Noah. I hear all that shit. Don't touch my curves. I want CC at first. I want Trayvon at third, and I want Marvin, and I want Fred on my stretches. I don't care what nobody. Don't give me no more names. I don't want nobody no pot. I want them four right there in that order. Because legitimately, you can't give me nobody else that's gonna beat. If we go in old fashioned high school, so Area Knight ain't gonna beat out Christian Coleman for the first leg spot? No. Area Knight ain't gonna beat out a Fred for that backstretch spot? No. Is he gonna beat out Trayvon? No. Is he gonna beat out Marv? No. If we only talking like high school, we run the relay, not what you can do in 200. You're not finna beat now. You can't take now one of these legs. This is called what it is. You can't pull now one of them off. There's nobody else in America. If we're going off of talent, if we go like again back to the high school days, you don't have nobody else that you can pull off their relay and put anybody else on there and be confident with. Well, I mean, confident like we have the best four out there who's also the best four fastest. I'm not taking Noah off of it and saying Noah can't be on it, but if I can pick the rest of them, I'm going with them. Because again, if I'm having a runoff and I got Noah versus Coleman on first, Noah don't win that. If I'm having a runoff and I'm saying go, he on the backstretch with Fred, you don't win that. If I'm saying go on the other curve with Trayvon, that's a closer one because Trayvon ran 200, but I'm still giving it to Trayvon. If I'm saying go on the anchor leg and y'all both take off on go, you're not gonna be Marvin. You can beat these people in races, but we're talking about old fashioned go. You can't take nobody out that team.
I'm telling you right now, and I say this with the utmost respect. If I'm Great Britain and Great Britain could put in Reese Prescott, Nathaniel, the little young boy. Well, he didn't get selected for the team, even though he won their trials, which is crazy. Talking about he don't have experience. Well, how the hell is he going to get experience?
Hold on, somebody said something. I gotta pull this up. Somebody said with a running start, Noah is the fastest fourth leg we got.
Yeah, I was going to get to that. And I say this with all respect. I don't trust Marvin on. I don't trust Marvin on anchor.
How can you not trust somebody who just got to get the stick?
I don't trust him on anchor.
All he got to do is get the stick.
That's fine. He can get the stick. But look, that joint that happened in 07 was a once-in-a-lifetime type thing. Okay? We're not going to see somebody dig deep like that in their soul. and I'm sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. My bad.
Go ahead.
But I just don't like you need someone that if let's say hypothetically we're down, I don't see Marvin catching anybody and bringing it back. Noah Lyles can do that. You know what I'm saying? Noah can do that. I'm not so sure about Arion because Arion's never been put in a position where he had to come from behind. From what I've seen, every time he's gotten the stick, he was in the front.
So you don't think that Marvin Bracy can catch anyone but he's fast enough to hold off one of the fastest people in history in a 100-meter race, and
No, no, no,
damn
no,
near keep up with Fred.
no. Okay, so
He held off Trayvon in the 100-meter dash of America,
right,
which means
right.
like if I can hold off a 9.7 runner, I can pretty much hold off anybody else in the world. If I
Okay,
can
but
keep
we
up and if I can stay with Fred Curley for 90 meters, I can run down damn near anybody. So I gotta
well,
disagree with you on that, coach. Like maybe
no,
old
no,
Marvin. I
no,
don't
no,
know
no,
about
no,
the new
no,
Marvin.
nah. But you talking about people that's even at a dead start. I'm not. You're talking about a dead start, even playing field versus Great Britain getting the stick maybe a meter or so ahead. And I don't know Marvin can do. I don't know Marvin can do that because let's be honest, most of the great anchor legs that the United States has ever had were all sub 20 sprinters that can do miraculous things with their speed maintenance and their speed endurance. I don't see that with Marvin. I see Marvin being one hell of a great. If you was to move to the backstretch, I could see that move to the backstretch because football players have a different type of mentality.
Now, if you
You got to
now,
put,
I'm comfortable with that. I'm
yeah,
comfortable with that. Now, as long as you ain't taking them off. If you say moving to the backstretch, put Fred on ankle, I can run with that. I can run with that.
I don't know, man. I don't know. This
But
team, this team is just awkwardly put together, man. I don't see Trayvon like Trayvon. I don't see Trayvon running a great third leg. And one thing about the United States, man, when you go back to Coach G, you go back to Calvin Smith, you go back to Dennis Mitchell, you go to Tyson. One thing about the United States always had a game changer on that third leg, and I don't see a game changer on the third leg. And I'm telling you right now, if the
he
Johan that
could
ran
be
in
the new
Jamaica,
game changing third leg, though.
all right, that's fine. We're gonna see. Let me tell you something right now. If 985 Johan show up and they put him on third,
That's a different
dog.
Johan. We all aware of that, okay? That's not the same Johan that runs the 100-meter dash. That's the clone Johan. You got Johan regular and you got Relay Johan. Relay Johan is the clone. So we're not talking about him. We're not talking about him
Listen,
at all.
listen,
We're not talking
listen.
about the boy that Tyson had to fight over there on the curb and lost still too. Like, he ain't
bruh,
coming back.
bruh, bruh. He did Tyson so dirty on that third leg. That's the first time I've seen a U.S. third leg get washed.
Bro, I ain't. And Tyson was moving.
And Tyson was humming around that curve, bruh. That's scary. Like, dude, I've watched Tyson come around the bend and give the stick before. That is a scary sight, dog. Like, people underestimate,
Do you know
undervalue how
I had to give him 32 steps one time? He was on third, I was on anchor.
point proven.
I had to get in third, and I'm fast. Like what I said, 32 steps, Jack, was what I
Right,
had to get Tyson K when he was
right,
bringing the stick to me.
right. And when Tyson is like '07 Tyson, freaking uh '08 Tyson before he got hurt, 2013 Tyson, like dude, 2005 Tyson, 2004 Tyson, like dude, that dude was a different animal on that bench. I never seen someone gravitate to the curve and make the curve be his own personal playpen like he does. Like he's just different, man. But going back to this men's relay, a part of me is still holding out hope that China can pull some win off. Cause I mean, look, man, Su Yang's my guy, bro. Like that's my guy. And China always bring the funk every time. And I actually have the formula for what China
Hold on. I don't mean to
does.
cut you off, but I seen something in the comment. I got to address because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Okay.
Okay, go
Let me make
ahead.
sure I address this. All right. It's unfair for me to do this job. And the reason why I say is because everybody be like, you just saying that because that's your boy. Don't y'all know I'm cool with everybody? like that's why it's like when I be seeing them, I'm like, I just think that people don't know who Ray is for real. Every one of them is my boy. It just so happened that these three are my boys are the running fastest. Like, ain't none of these folks not cool. I promise y'all, if you ever go to a track meet, you'll see me in a track meet, y'all see what I'm talking about. I'm not cool with any of these people. All people know me. I'm cleared up for the last time. All of them are my boys. That's why I do what I do because I know I'm not talking bias because I can only be real because I'm cool with all y'all. Period. All right, moving
Mm-hmm.
right along. Now go ahead and finish that up.
Yeah. So going back to the relay, man. Like I want to see who Great Britain is going to put out there on the track because rumor has it Reese Prescott cannot give a stick, like he's horrific, which I don't get. We got to give respect to France because they are the
Mm-hmm.
Olympic champions. Um, Japan is starting. Japan, they always have a way of creeping into the finals and stuff like that. China, China's always been in the finals and they always give everyone a good fight. My issue with the Jamaican team, they're three legs deep because I don't know who the fourth leg is going to be.
Who? Who? Jamaica's
I
or?
don't. Yeah, Jamaica. I don't know who the fourth leg
They
is going
not
to
even in
be.
the conversation.
Oh wow, really? That's what we doing?
I mean, if we're talking about, I mean, let's just again, they not in the conversation because they gotta first get out there and do something. And what I mean by that, y'all know I'm famous for that. I'm like, well, I mean, based on what y'all did last year, you not really in the conversation. You have people, you have people, but come on, we're talking about a whole different conversation right now. We're talking about pushing the envelope. Who finna go? Who we really think can be up there? All right, like you say, respectfully, Great Britain. Why? Tradition has it. You know what I'm saying? Like the same reason why until this year we never took the grass off a big board. Why? Because we don't just wake up for every day. Like tradition has it that he's gonna make it. Now he's really fell off this year, so we can say, and look, I'm gonna use that as an example. It took us to 10 days before the world champs to finally say, yeah, I don't know if the grad gonna make it. So when it comes to these relays, yeah, I gotta be like, well, I ain't finna just put Jamaica in the pot because again, Great Britain gonna be there. One of them Asian countries gonna be there. They discipline keeps them there. They gonna be there. Jamaica, y'all gotta first get four that run together first.
And they will. I
So
mean, they got their three. I mean, I think Kamal Bailey Cole, if he can maintain and come back from all the stuff that he came back from, I would look. I would run, and I'm gonna use your analogy. You got to combat Fred Curley on that backstretch because when Fred Curley get going, that's another dude that's scary coming down the home stretch, and you don't get that man enough steps, it's gonna be a problem.
mm-hmm.
Um, um, Jamaica has to set the relay up to just to be able to compete for a medal. Because right now, I'm gonna give
That's
the
what
United
I'm
States
at.
the
Like
edge.
when I mean conversation,
Yeah,
I'm talking about number one.
right.
That like compete for a medal. Oh yeah, they can compete for a medal, but in the conversation, like, bro, I only talk about Floyd Mayweather. I don't want to talk about who doing the fight before Floyd. So that's
Um,
what I mean by they in the conversation.
I'm not gonna lie to you. My biggest concern right now is that you're legitimately putting four guys out there that have all experienced, with the exception of Christian Coleman, have all experienced bad relay moments, and that is my concern. I guess that's why they brought Mike Marsh in because Mike Marsh can
Well,
calm
no,
it
not
down.
all of them haven't experienced bad relay moments. They didn't experience bad relay moments. Um, they experienced bad. I use the word coaching moments. I
Okay, you
don't
know what?
like I
You
keep
got
saying
it.
it. I'm not gonna put it on them boys. I'm not gonna put it on them when they just talked this morning about who running what. I'm not gonna put
You
that
got
on
it.
y'all. That's
You got it.
coaching,
Hmm.
not them. There's no come on, let's just be honest for a second. Team USA don't get a damn medal. How is that possible? You
Because
got
Gillespie's not running, so I mean,
I'm talking about last year though. In any year, any
you
year.
joking.
Team USA not getting a medal in a 4x1 is equivalent to the Lakers not making to the playoffs this year. With all those people on your roster and all those names, how in the hell did you not make the playoffs? That's kind of us.
Hey,
All them
Hey,
people.
hold on real quick. BDQ 1975. I think that was Coach Holloway that coached the 2019 team. Let me double check for you. Okay.
To my
And
2019 World Team,
yeah, was it
that
Coach
was
Holloway or
Mouth.
was it some? Okay. And Beyonce saying you are absolutely correct. You know what you just wrote. You're
I don't. What
absolutely
she say?
correct. She said, "Is it true that Craven overslept and missed practice?"
Yeah, 100%
Yeah,
correct. 100%
one
correct.
percent, one thousand
100%
percent correct.
correct.
And let me tell you something. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what the hell I got because I got the phone
I
call
don't blame
from
Craven for that
Tokyo.
though. I don't blame Craven for that. I don't. Again, I'm one of those old school people. I blame the coach. Why? Why was he allowed to oversleep? How was it not in his mind that you have to be up at this time? Why is that not
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
implanted
whoa,
in
whoa,
your
whoa,
mind?
whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. No, 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 no. We're not gonna do that millennial thing here. No.
What you mean?
If I know I'm on the relay and I'm taking a nap, I'm setting my alarm clock and I'm getting up. You knew you're supposed to be there. He got that itinerary. He know what he's supposed to do. That falls on him,
No,
not the coaches.
no,
That falls on him. Yes, it
no,
does.
no.
Falls on
Disagree
him.
100%.
Falls on him,
Disagree
Ray.
100,000%. 2005. You know I got a lifestyle of stories. 2005. Me and Mark Jelks are at the World Championships in Helsinki, Finland. He
Yeah, they
finished
changed the schedule on
fifth.
y'all.
I finished sixth. They changed the schedule on us and didn't even tell us so that we would have to miss the meeting. Am I a little salty about that? Nah, I got over it. Whatever. But anyway, I'm saying it because at the end of the day, it's still coaching. It's my job to make sure that my team is prepared. Yes, if you don't show up, somebody else is going to take your spot. But guess what? We don't have nobody. We don't get to play those games. We can't beat the NFL. We can't beat Bill Belichick. If you don't show up, how you ain't playing? Well, you know what? We probably need to go wake him up because we ain't got no damn team. And then
Right.
also, when this organization is as disorganized as it is, again,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying Craven was in the right. All I'm saying is he ain't 100% in the wrong either. If the shit ain't, if you going to work and your boss don't have a for sure schedule for you and it keeps changing, can you really be mad at an employee for being late? Like, bro, you ain't never even told me what the schedule was.
Ray, the schedule didn't change on him. The schedule changed on y'all. You can't compare your situation, which was confirmed by multiple people back then that yeah, they was just not telling y'all nothing. Bad communication. This man knew. Everybody knew. Everybody knew he oversleep.
He did know. He did know. He did know.
Right. So that's on him. Your situation is completely different. Yes, Ray. I feel you. I know you. You're trying to make sure you make the athletes feel good. Look, it happens to the best of us. No, y'all got screwed. He screwed himself. Y'all got screwed.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. He did screw himself. He did screw himself. But I'm still gonna blame on the coaches because you probably should have known he was a screw up from the beginning. So you probably shouldn't even had him there. We're still going
Oh my
at the
God.
coaches. Well, you should have known he was gonna do that shit. And now we the laughing stock of Tokyo. Still upset about that. Still upset about that. I think, but in all honesty though, how do I get all these dating stuff in here? Oh Lord, block that user. Lord have mercy, spam everywhere. But anyway, I do feel like this world champs is probably going to be one of the better world championships we're going to see. I think it's going to be a direct flip from Tokyo. I do. Mm. I think it's going to be a whole lot more exciting than Tokyo was because Tokyo was to me, Tokyo was exciting because of like certain people, not the races. The races wasn't really that exciting. Certain people made it exciting. I think the world champ this year, the races are going to make it exciting because, I mean, again, before we get out this thing, call it what it is, but you can damn near say almost every event that's a good event, you got 5 people that can get a medal. Not, okay, let's see who's going to get, 1, 2, 3. No, it's like, bro, if one of them slip up, they just went from first. You got a lot of Lolos out there this year. It can be a lot of Lolos. You can go from your dream, and then it shatters right there in front of you.
This fool said a lot of Lolos, bro.
Well, I'm just
come on, man. Come on, yo.
Just saying, like that's about the best way I could. That's the best way I could think of it. Like somebody who had it there and then it slipped away. Like that's my dog, though. That's my dog. You know Lolo, my dog. You know that is. But she dropped the ball. She dropped the bag, big time.
Yes, she did.
Looked at the damn clock. She'll tell you 100 times over. What happened? I looked at the clock. She'll tell you. That big ass screen distracted me. I knew I was winning. I looked over and clipped the hurdle. Keep your eyes straight. That's the thing. All right, y'all, check it. I don't think me and Coach messed up anything today. But what we will do is spend these next 10, 15 minutes allowing y'all to talk to us and get these questions and stuff that y'all been in chats over with anyway. To my y'all been over there. Y'all, boy, I think the chat room needed its own YouTube channel by itself. Boy, them folks be over there in the damn chat just, man.
Right. There's a whole nother club. There's a whole nother club area over there. So if somebody asks, who do we have on the women's 4x4? I'll tell you one thing America? Right now. There's three legs up for grabs because you see the little light-skinned girl from New Jersey? Her spot solidified.
It's three up for grabs? Where?
Well, I'm sorry. There's two related spots up for grabs.
What?
On the 4x4.
Where? Two. What two up for grabs?
A Ting Mo and Sydney. Their spots are solidified. So the two other spots up for grabs. Who are the other two? Who are the other two women which you put on?
Did Lila quit? Did she quit?
She's not on that relay, bro. I'm not putting her on that relay. Unless she goes out there and do what she did in Tokyo when she pulled that 51.5 out of her rear end, bro. 51.6. I mean, dude.
Coach,
I am a huge little fan.
How many times has she done that though?
She's hurt.
She's hurting. There's a difference between hurt and hurting.
Right, but she didn't show up to the trials.
She didn't have to.
But yeah, technically you're supposed to. Remember, according to
technically
the bylaws,
you're supposed to run the one round to make sure you're in shape. Right. But they gave her a pass.
Right. So for me, I mean, I have never in the history of never. I've never.
So you're not going with the new generation Clark? That's not a for sure lock.
Let me give you my order, because what I don't want to see is none of the women who made the 400-meter team not be on the relay. That'll be unprecedented. But I tell you this right now, Ting Mo's anchoring.
Yeah, that's agreeable.
Sydney is running whatever leg she desires.
However she feels.
Yeah, whatever she feels. Whatever you feel like doing, baby, you got it. Because she's about to run 50 point in these 400 hurdles. Then I am, you got
to put the clock on her. You got to put Diggs on them.
Yeah. You got to put, Talitha was going to be on there. Talitha was going to be on that relay. And then now the third leg, man, Kendall Ellis is still a hero. Like, she's still a hero.
I'm putting Abby on there.
Yeah, I'm putting Abby on there too.
Like, you just showed me a 48 after you done ran rounds of the 100 and the 200, and you think I'm not going to use you? Bro, you finna run. I don't know what you say. You don't split 48. You finna run, Jack. Today,
you are running.
ain't no upper ground. That's why I was like, well, I got to hit this upper grounds because ain't no upper grounds. You got a 48 split sitting over there who just ran nothing but a 200. Huh?
Right.
Yeah. Come on over
here. Yeah. Come have this baton work. Come here.
Let's have this conversation real fast.
Right. You ran the track before. I don't need to show you where the zones are. Go.
What you saying? Matter of fact, it was the same track that you did it on, so you'll be fine. You'll be fine right here. Right here. Don't you move. Shit, that's it right now. That's it.
And I would legitimately run Britton Wilson in the prelims. After the 4, I would run on the prelims because she's another one that went 48.5 at the SEC meet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would run her in the prelims, and then just kind of base it off of who does what. I know that's what they do. The men are pretty cut and dry. And here's one to piss a lot of people off at. I'm running. If you play with me and you want to piss me off, right? I'm running. No particular order. Junior.
Mm-hmm.
Norman.
Mm-hmm.
Champion.
Mm-hmm.
And because he's sick, but let's say he decides he doesn't want to run because he doesn't want to, overexert himself. Let me tell you something. You see that dude from Texas that ran for Texas A&M? Bring yourself over here, boy. Come on. You're running this 4x4. You're gonna get this. You won't get this bonus money for this damn medal. Let's go. I'm running Fred
You,
Curly, bro.
you what?
I'm running Fred Curly.
No,
Why not?
no, not
Why
doing it.
not?
Not doing it.
If Rob Benjamin is still beat up from
Not
the
doing it.
illness that he got,
I'm not doing it because
okay.
I'm not doing it because of Fred's workload and because his fast twitch right now. I'm not doing it. If you finna give me a 9-6 and 19-6, you're not finna give me that 42-43 split no more. You're not finna do it. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why. Old Fred.
Listen. Fred's a different type. Fred's a different type of demon, yo.
He is a different type of beast. Now
Right.
that's a different type of ninja. Now he is.
Right.
But damn, man. So you want to go? You want Fred to go 9-6, 19-5 because he got to go 19-5 or something to win it, and then 4x1, and then come back and give you a 43 split. The ninja can come on now. Damn.
Let me tell you this: if Fred is,
you want Fred to have a high school track meet.
Listen, if Fred is in, if Fred.
Say we finna get everything. Got it. We want all the points.
Listen, if Fred is up to it, I would have the conversation with him. Now, if he tells me no, I will understand, but I will bring it to him. You know what I'm saying? Because Fred is on demon time right now, and when you run the 4x4, you want a guy that's on demon time, and Fred is just different, man. Like Fred is what all those college all those college coaches pray to have. He's one of those guys. But yeah, you're right. Now, if you're doing all that load, I probably wouldn't do it, but I will at least present it to him. Say, hey,
look, I'm with you on that. I'd be like, hey, Fred, how you feel?
Right.
I definitely ask him how you feel now. I'm like, how your legs feeling? You want to talk? You want to take you something to eat? You know what I'm saying? You want to have some water?
Right.
But as far as
mm-hmm.
It would be amazing if he did it.
Right. And this is no disrespect to Michael Cherry. Michael Cherry's banged up, really, really bad right now. My prayers go out to my boy, man. He's a good kid. But if I had to put the best four out there, honestly, removing Fred, you got the best four out there. First off, Rob Benjamin is gonna anchor. I'm leading Junior off. I'm running Norman second, and I'm running Champion third, and just let them go for it. Like that team right there, if they all show up on the same day, that team right there can go out there and legitimately they can challenge 254-20. They can legitimately challenge it. They can challenge it. The team is too deep, and they want it. They want it straight up. And if Michael Norman maintains this type of form, and he goes out there and run 43.5. Oh, somebody asked about Van Niekerk.
Oh, he just ran in Atlanta this weekend too.
Mm-hmm. I heard it was a smooth 44.58.
It was not bad. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It looked like he was holding back, but not like it's hard to explain because it was more like, let me just see. It looked good. I'm not gonna lie. It looked like if he had a gear and said F it on that straightaway, he'd have went 43.
Wow.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. Like I did not. I shut it off in the trap house, but I literally waited to see what he looked like running. And give him another year, he 43s all the way around the track. It was just too easy.
And so, how do you think he's gonna hold up in the rounds?
At Worlds?
Yeah.
Nah. No, I didn't see that. I didn't see. I saw no this year in his legs. I saw next year in his legs. I didn't see no this year.
There we go, and that's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah, I see him being able to compete throughout the rest of the season, get back in form. You might have to race him, and you know what I'm saying, and actually, he gets to a Diamond League meet, he might pop one, but he ain't got the legs that he need to have to go into this battle. He don't have that at all. No, not based on what I saw, because you can tell if you see somebody chilling, it's like, Okay, they chilling, but they on reserve chilling, like they making themselves chill. His didn't look
Right.
like no. I got so much more left. I'm chilling. It looked more like I'm on reserve chill because I don't know what I got. That's what I saw his
Mm.
run. It was more like okay, all right, 44. I take that. I'm getting back into shape, like that. Even when he got done, it wasn't no. I'm coming for y'all. He didn't have that Oregon Ocean 13 look on the Escalade. He didn't have that look. He didn't have that. He just
Okay.
looked like he
Oh,
was glad to be back. Yeah,
got you.
yeah.
Got you. Um, Femke Bowl ran 52.2, 52.26. Now,
Femke something else. Femke.
now I told everybody, if people think that Femke is just gonna sit there and just get dog walked by Sydney and Delilah, they got another thing coming. Yes, Sydney is going to win, but Femke is going to give her a smooth fight, but she's gonna lose the battle at some point. Femke Femke is gonna probably run under 52 seconds. She's probably gonna run under 52 seconds
Fair
and lose
enough.
badly.
Yeah,
And
I was
she's
about
gonna
to
lose
say.
badly.
I was about to say
She will
fair
get the
enough, but what is that? What is that?
Femke is gonna make it a race through 7 hurdles, and when Sydney gets to hurdle 8, you're gonna see the difference between your coach and Bobby. That's what's gonna happen.
All right, let me show you what this cursor run look like. God.
Right. You know, the hurdles are no longer the men's hurdles are no longer intriguing. When I say the men's hurdles, I'm talking about the 110 hurdles because if Devin Allen is dealing with a lot of stuff, but he's running for a bigger purpose right now. But if he's dinged up, they just let Grant Holloway back into that damn championship mix.
Yep.
See, when you got to athlete's attention, you got to put them under the dirt. And the three hurdlers, Roberts, Allen, and Trey, they didn't put him under the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
People tend to forget that when Devin Allen ran that 1284, dude, Grant Holloway ran 1306, and that was a horrific 1302nd run.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, we've all said this, man. Like when you beat somebody, man, you got to beat them to the point where they will always second guess themselves line up next to you. And unfortunately, they didn't do that. Trey didn't do that. Roberts actually looked really good. I mean, Daniel Roberts. If there's only one person that legitimately has beaten Grant and has stayed with Grant in most of the races when they were going back and forth, and that was Daniel Roberts. And with Boogie coaching him, you already know Daniel Roberts is going to be a problem. So, but it's still Grant's race to lose. I don't see Hansel Parchment beating them back-to-back championships. I just don't see it happening. Grant has to run a clean and efficient race. All
Mm-hmm.
Grant got to do is all Grant got to do is work on the things that him and Mouse work on constantly, and just got to bring it to the track. And once he do it, I believe that he can move the record down to 1270. He's that good.
Mm.
He's
We're gonna
that
have to
good. I
have
mean, the
Neat
record.
back. We're gonna have to have Neat back on the show to talk about that before we shout out to my brother Neat because he ready to come back on the show. We had to have him on the show. He talking about that. He trying to lower that record down.
Hmm.
I still
And
got Parchment winning.
you got Parchment winning.
Yeah, I got him. I
Wow.
got him. I, I got him doing it
Yes.
again.
All right. Your pick is subject to change. I'm gonna give you some leave. I'm gonna let you think about that for a second. But I'm saying you giving him the credit because he's the Olympic champ. His PR is like 1301. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's close. Whoever runs the cleanest race. When I mean cleanest race, I'm not talking about just getting over the barriers. I'm talking about understanding they take off. Grant has to take off from 2.9 meters out, or else because he take off any closer, he's going to get up underneath the hurdle. He's have to slow down, and that's going to take him out the race. He has to take off at 2.9, 2.9 damn near 3.1. If he take off at that distance, ain't nobody beating that kid. Ain't nobody gonna beat that kid. And I'm throwing out a whole bunch of numbers for everyone in the group chat. If y'all don't know what that means, become a coach, and y'all be able to figure it out. But if Grant can hit 6 hurdles, 0.90, 0.91, and even hit a sub 0.90, in two of those hurdles.
It's a lot of ifs, but I'm just letting you keep going.
No, no, but I
A
mean, 'cause
lot of
when Grant
ifs
ran
for a
12,
race, but
no,
I
no, when Grant ran that 1280, when he ran that 1281, I mean, he hit a lot of .90s, like, and that's when you know you in rhythm, bro. Is the hurdles is the most rhythmic race that you can't be off your rhythm. You cannot. You have to legitimately know your sweet spot and take off from that spot every single time, or else your rhythms get thrown off. You know, we saw that happen to Camacho Quinn in the Olympics. She got to hurdle 10, and she started chopping a little because her rhythm got thrown off. So it's rhythm. Now, with those 400 hurdles, bro, and I'm just going through the questions. I remember seeing a lot of these questions in the chat. For the 400 hurdles, let me tell you something, man. I think the biggest mistake Rod did is that he let Santos beat him and beat him convincingly. Dude, this fool went out there and dropped 46.81. Remember the last time a guy dropped 46 this early? Remember what happened? Now, do I think Santos can run 46.1? I don't know. But if that race is slower than 46.20, Santos is going to win. Santos is going to win. And the Viking's out. The Viking ain't ran yet. The Viking hasn't ran yet, so I don't think the Viking's going to show. I don't believe the Vikings coming to America.
Yeah, I don't think he's running this year. I think whatever was bothering him. I think he's gonna sit this one out.
Yeah, because the race where he pulled up at going into the first hurdle, you know, I think that injury is more severe. And remember, he wasn't racing as much as he was racing before. And to me, the Viking not being there, it takes kind of the fire out of the race. But if I'm the Viking, I'm not running either because I'm not like you said, Ray. You're not going to mess up your legacy, and you're not going to mess up your money.
For what? What am I going to show up for? It's the world champs.
Right.
All right, y'all have fun. I'm hurt. I'll see y'all next year.
Now,
I'm cool.
Now, to answer somebody's question in the chat, I'm gonna give you a quick little coaching lesson. From hers 2 to 7. If Rob Benjamin 12 step from 2 to 7, nobody in this world is ever gonna beat him again. People got to understand that Rob Benjamin can run 44.4, 19.9, and he also runs 10.0. Now, y'all ask me, what does that matter? It matters because he can apply the necessary force into the ground to cover 12 steps and not break his stride. He has to be taught how to 12 step from 2 to 7. If he 12 steps from 2 to 7 with that finish, you're not beating him. Let that man 12 step between 2 and 7 is Rap City. He's gonna move the world record down to 45.50. He is the only one that can legitimately, right? Both you and I said it. We all thought Rob Benjamin could run 45 seconds of the hurdles. We just didn't know someone was gonna beat him to the punch. You see, Carson Warholm is a sociopath.
Okay. You just said the nail on the head.
Right. He's a sociopath, man. He is a psychotic sociopath, and if you try to run his race, you are going to lose. And that's what Rod did. Last year, Rod ran the sociopath's race.
Yep.
That was the mistake. You don't run his race. And his coach and Joanna got to make him 12 step from 2 to 7 because he is supposed to be he's the world record holder in waiting. He's the world record holder in waiting.
I like that. I like how you said that.
He's the world record. I mean, that's how great that kid is.
I would have lost money last year because I don't really bet on nothing for real. I don't like losing money. But I would have took a bet that Rod was about to win and get that record last year at Tokyo. When I sit here and tell you, out of all the races I watched, outside of Elaine, that was the one I was like, oh, this is gonna happen today. I was more shocked when Rod didn't win than any other race at the whole damn thing. Because I was saying the same thing you were saying last year, like, boy, y'all don't understand. That was a freaking nature. Like, for real. And I saw the same thing you saw. When they came to that 200, I said, right, you better stop playing. I'm sitting here, I'm talking to the TV like I'm coach, like, boy, stop playing. You running his race. You can't do this because you're going to try and kick right here with it, and you can't. Right, you better go now. You ain't go. Oh, shit, it's too late. See, like, it's, everybody can go. Like, and what I mean by going is, you're not going to catch me on that last hurdle now. You're supposed to broke him way before now. You supposed to broke his spirit. When you let him see daylight thinking you was gonna go catch him, and that's a psychopath. Like you said, you're not finna catch that dude now. He sees daylight, literally, and none of y'all, he been summing up. Again, I watched Doctor Strange yesterday. He been summing up the multiverse and all that shit. Well, you no, Jack. It's too late. You done messed up. He got that book in his hand now. It's too late. Putting that shit in, you can get cancel it. That's why he can't run now. Shit.
And you know, I know we always sprint heavy, but man, let me tell you something, man. I'm the 800. Let me tell you something. The best thing that happened to the team Mo was what happened at the U.S. trials. She woke up. She woke up. She needed to be pressed like that. Let me tell you something, man. Ajay Wilson is the first middle distance runner that has multiple race strategies and all of them work. Every single one of them strategies work. She can run a sprinter's pace. She can run a sit back and kick pace. She can run anything in between. But a team Mo, the way she just gallops in, do. All right, I'm about to drop y'all off. Get out of here. All right, y'all been around me too. That is so dope. But the fact that Ajay now believes that she can run with her, this is what Ajay needed. If Ajay want to break that world record, if she want to break that world record set by that little boy from whatever country they from, okay, I'm sorry. The steroids they was on was ridiculous. Had them looking like full grown men. Whatever Ajay's doing, we got to give props to our coach because our coach has allowed her to metamorph into a complete 800-meter runner. And to me, I think that's super fire, man. So I'm not even going to talk about the long jump because the American long jump is trash. I don't know what's going on with the jumpers. And this is no disrespect to any of you jumpers. I'm talking about the competition within itself. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's bad. We got to do better. We got to do better, man. We may not see an American on the podium. May not see an American finish in the top 5. And that's crazy. Because in order to go back in the days to how it used to be, in order to get on the podium, you had to go through the Americans. Didn't matter who it was. Could have been Mike Powell, could have been Joe Green, it could have been friggin' Larry Myrick's, it could have been Carl Lewis, it could have been people don't know that
Dwight Phillips,
Leroy Barrett, like it didn't matter. Like it didn't matter. Like you had to go through the U.S. to get on the podium, and if they really was in their back, other than Ivan Pedroso was the only one that was able to at least crack the medal count. But even he didn't win no world championships when Carl and those guys were at the top of their game. You know what I'm saying? So, they got, the White is the last great long jumper, and I'm sorry I had to say that. Henderson had 1 or 2 good years, but it wasn't consistent, not like the
Hold on. I gotta cut you off because I was curious. Shout out to Fred. He just hopped in here too. So I was curious as to what y'all was asking and what y'all was saying. So I reached out to Fred. I said, man, would you do a 100, 200, 4x1 and 4x4 if you had the chance? You know what he said? What do you think he said? What do you think he said?
That he's a damn demon. He's a demon. He's a demon.
Hey, one answer. Yes. Like, bro, sit down.
I told you, bro. Dude, listen.
Sit down. What you doing?
Listen. Do you watch the Fred's body language after he runs? I'm talking about when he like he is even killed, dog. He is a demon. He's on demon time right now. Remember, one thing I could give Fred credit for and I watch his stories a lot. He's looking at the bigger picture, and he
These are
knows
facts.
in order for him to achieve his ultimate goal, that he's gonna have to up his worth. If they don't see his worth, okay, I'm gonna show you. And I'm telling you right now, if I'm in a dog fight and I see Botswana or one of them countries that's all of a sudden, oh man, they hit on all cylinders. Hey Fred, come in, let me holler at you real quick, baby. Let me holler at you. Hey man, how you like you said, right? Hey, how you feeling? How you feeling?
He's like, hey, get it back for him. Get it back for him. He just finished the 4x1 order. Get it back for him. Let's talk. And the Fred say, I'll listen.
Mm-hmm. And you know what Fred's gonna say? You know what Fred's gonna say? Because Fred, to me, Fred still has that competitive youthfulness about him. And a lot of people, you seen them cats out there, man. I don't know if I'm gonna run, man. This and that. Fred don't care. Fred trying to catch bodies out there. Fred on his old block right now. That's what he's on. He's trying to catch bodies every which way. I'm gonna start calling him FBG Fred. I'm gonna start calling him that. You know what I'm saying? Like he's on some other type of time. He on a different type of time, and we need to embrace athletes like him. And I want him to be on that 4x4. Please be around the camp when they be like, hey, 4x4, hey man, y'all need me?
I'm be honest with you. I'm a little shocked that he said yes, but I'm not shocked. Let me explain two different ways. Right? Can Fred do it? Of course. I'm not shocked behind that. Am I shocked that when I asked him, he was like, yep. Because I'm sitting here like, bro, you got the 100, then the 200, then the 4x1, all that worlds. You can do all of it, but you really want to do it? Yep. Hey, all right, shit, you got it. I ain't gonna argue with the man. The man say he can do it. I say, hey, put it this way. The one thing that me is funny because me and Mar were talking about the other day. Fred is that ninja that we all be like, man, I had the one homeboy back at the crib that boy, he was good at everything. He's still there. Fred is that anomaly that actually is that one dude that we all know that actually made it. Like, he's that one person be like, man, the one dude in high school, boy, he can do everything. Where he at now? Still doing everything.
Yo, Fred is the dude in the crew that's super quiet, and nobody really wants to mess with him because he's the crazy one, bro. Like he is the stereotypical. He's the quiet one. Everybody else around him loud. Oh yeah, he's just over there in the corner drinking his drink, drinking his water, whatever, and he's just surveilling the whole scene.
Mm-hmm.
Like Fred is not wired right, bro. And when I say he's not wired right, because I'm telling you, he will legitimately go out there. He will go out there. He's like, yo, you know what? It's on. And here's the deal. It's on U.S. soil, and I think that's why he will do it. Because Fred understands the magnitude of what he's gonna do, and he will change the whole trajectory of college, of even track and field on the college level, high school level, because everyone's going to be like Fred. FBG Fred is going to go out there and catch a couple of bodies out there if he goes out there and run the relays, boy. I'm telling you right now, that's your nickname. I'm calling you FBG Fred from for whatever block you from in
Look
Texas.
here. I would not be surprised nor shocked. I would not be. I would not be surprised nor shocked. I told y'all. If Fred Curley said, I think I'm gonna try the 800. Oh shit, 142. It's like he that person where it's like, man, I don't know if I don't put my money against you, Jack. If you're gonna run the 800, I might give you 142. He just so hey, well there y'all have it. Fred say shit. If they give me the chance, damn right I'm running all of them. Give me all the medals and back up the Brinks truck for every one of them I got.
Dog, I gotta shout somebody out in the chat.
Go ahead.
Mad Scientist.
Stay in the chat.
Fred capitalized on everything Xavier Carter didn't.
I mean, Shout out to X-Man. That's my ninja. But if we're going to keep it 100 track and field wise, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
For those
Yeah.
y'all who's not, for those y'all who's not old enough or wasn't in track and field at the time, what Xavier Carter was, he was version 1. Fred Curley's version 2.5.
You could say
We
Fred Curley is the version that actually, if you was creating like a super soldier, it was like shit. We forgot one ingredient, like the X factor, which is common sense. Put that on the next one. That
Xavier
was gotta
Carter
be what's going on.
Xavier Carter did the 100-400 double at the
Mm-hmm.
NCAA championships,
Mm-hmm.
and the event was like 26 minutes apart, and the 100
Mm-hmm.
was first.
Mm-hmm.
And he ran on both. He ran on both winning relays.
Mm-hmm.
He
His
ran on
heart
both
rate never
winning.
slowed down at that track meet. Like his events was so back to back to back to where his heart rate never had a chance to actually like settle. It would just rest and go right back up. Like what he pulled on, like what you talking about that folks don't know, what he pulled at NCAA's was nothing short than amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, nothing short than amazing. What somebody asked what happened to him. I tell you what happened to him.
Oh
They gave
boy,
the boy $250,000 in 2005. That's
6.
equivalent. I mean, 2006. That's
Mm-hmm.
equivalent to about 500,000 now. Signing bonus, untouched. Then they
Mm-hmm.
gave him another 250. He got like
Mm-hmm.
today. His contract today will be worth about $1,000,000. Again, like I opened up with, some of us ain't gonna run no more. You give him that type of money, some of us quit. Yeah, you don't gave the kid $500,000.
If we had to do this, and I know we about to log off here in a minute. Um, but if we had to put together our Weapon X relay team, Xavier Carter is Weapon X. Fred Curley is from Asgard, with that place where Thor's from. Michael Norman is from somewhere in Atlantis,
I'm not disagreeing with you no more. Keep going. Mm-hmm.
and I mean Rob Benjamin, man, that's John. We call him John Wick. Like the
For a reason.
versatility, right? The versatility in these athletes are so phenomenal. And sometimes I take a moment and I ask, what if some of these other athletes would have done these events as well? But those 4 guys, man, like I've had the pleasure of watching every single one of those guys run in front of me live, on TV, in person, whatever the case is. And my appreciation for Rob Benjamin, Michael Norman, and Fred Curley, I'm just talking about the most current athletes right now. We need to enjoy every moment we have with them.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause those guys are once in a lifetime generation type athletes. They are. We have to
Mm-hmm.
enjoy. We have to enjoy those guys, man. Um, dude,
Enjoy them while they here and give them their flowers while they here.
give them their flowers. Look, I've been in New Orleans the last 5 days.
Yeah, it's about time for you to go and lay it down. So we coming up on that 3 hour marker perfectly timed too. So we at 2 hours
Hmm.
and 58 minutes. So another Monday. We miss our brother Colin. He had a lot of work to do. So me and Coach filled in for y'all and gave y'all the show per usual. Next Monday's show, though, it's going to be pretty bonanzas. We're going to have some people stopping in, some former Randiz jump dad to come and talk about world champs. Just be prepared for next Monday. Next Monday is going down. So get your 3 hours ready because next Monday you will not only see me, Coach, and Colin, you're going to see me, Coach, and Colin about 5 other people coming in and out.
Mm.
Cheesy Wayne, of course, Wallace is coming. No, he got to be on the show. He coming on the show. Wallace, he was hoping on the show last week, but it's my fault. Don't worry about that. So yeah, we got a lineup for y'all next week. My brother Angelo Taylor 400-meter hurdler going crazy when he was
Wow.
running. Yeah, he's gonna stop by and say what's up for us to us
Now,
next week.
now he was, for those of y'all who don't know Angela Taylor, y'all know him from the Olympics. Angela Taylor he pretty much was the unicorn 400 hurdler because one year he decided, you know what, I don't want to run the 400. I'm gonna run the open quarter, and
Yep.
got the bronze at the world championship.
And out of what lane though? That's the thing. I think a lot of people don't know what he did out that lane one. But we're gonna let Angelo come on and tell his story.
Right.
And the fact that Angelo had a hiatus and went missing, came back,
And won the Olympic title.
and won Olympics again. So shout out to my boy G-Lo. He'll be on the show next week too. Couple of people gonna stop by. So it should be a good show. Good show going to the World Championships. Coach, we appreciate
Yes,
you,
sir.
man. We appreciate you. We know you're tired. You know what I'm saying? You done did your due, went down there to New Orleans and everything. We appreciate you. We appreciate all y'all in the chat per usual. This is the last thing I'm gonna say before I get off this thing. Stop fighting on my Twitter. I say it every week. Coach, I tell them every week. Why I feel like you some bad ass kids? Because you see it too. You see the same thing I be seeing. Why I some bad ass kids? Stop goddamn on fighting on Twitter. I say it every week. You don't know each other. You don't really know each other.
Right.
be going back and forth, be arguing hard. Like I see my thing, it's like 20 plus tweets. I be like, ooh man, who want to talk to me? And it be 30 people arguing amongst each other over some stuff that don't even matter, and y'all don't even know each other. Stop that. Love each other. Damn it. Coach done came on the show tired and everything for y'all. And y'all, how y'all gonna do, Coach? I really felt like a parent. I sound like a parent now. I sound like a real parent. Y'all stop that. Stop all that. And don't be tagging us in all the extra curriculum either. Every time. At point four. At race tape. It's like, you see this nonsense these folks did? Yeah, why y'all got tag us in it? Like, come on, like we see it, but you know, you tag us in it too. We appreciate it, but then you putting us in it too, and folks be like, so what Ray and Coach say? Man, I ain't had nothing to do with this. These folks tag me in it. You know,
right.
Stop that.
They're like, hey, Coach, what y'all think? Like, man, I ain't got nothing to say, bro.
I like, man, really, I think I'm gonna stay away from this one, man. Y'all trying to get us, pull us in everything. I don't touch that one, Jack. I don't touch that one. We love y'all though. We appreciate y'all. We truly do. We just messing with y'all, man. Y'all keep coming. Do what y'all gonna do. We gonna do what we gonna do. And what did it say? We'll say that for next week, Joe. We'll say that for next week. Don't worry about it. Ain't nothing going on. There ain't nothing going on. Everything is righteous down there in the kingdom or the queendom, however you want to say it. My sis gonna be ready as she always is. Stop asking those crazy questions. All right? Shoot, she getting ready. All right, y'all. Coach, go get you some rest, man. I'm gonna get out of here, give me some dinner, and do all that stuff. And we'll see y'all folks next Monday.
For sure. Peace, y'all.
All right, y'all. I'm for real hungry. I for real gotta go eat something. Oh, I forgot. I forgot about my. How y'all like my brand? How y'all like my brand? This is my new brand. It's called Valore. Get it? Because it's like, well, don't worry about it. But it was cute when I thought they came up with a name. I was like, ooh, I see what you did there. I like that. I like that. But yeah, this is my new brand, Valore. Pretty dope, huh? Okay. Guess what? That's it. My body is hurting. Damn. Why is it so tight? Legs, old.